All right, the moment we have been waiting for, right? I feel like a lot of you guys kept, hit me up in the comments that we needed to do a live stream while this is going on, right? And I mean, I don't know if you guys see this. 87,000 live. Talk about bot views. Listen, I know Iman's one of the largest, but what? I don't even think Kai Cenat gets those numbers like today. 87,000? And it's happened the moment we went live. That's bot views. All right, let's get into this live stream. Let's see what he's talking about, right?
Begging to buy something from them. This is a rare case of a market with high demand but zero
Let me
supply.
resize it for you
Think
guys.
about it. Every other business has to compete for customers. Here, customers, okay, their followers are begging to buy and no one is selling. Now, what do you think happens when you enter a market like that and simply give people what they desperately want already?
All right,
You make
so
a shit
let's.
ton of money.
We missed a lot, right? We missed a lot, and we got nothing but time in our hands. Now, for this live stream, let's take things slow, right? For you guys who are missing out, right? Let's go back to Iman's page, right? The live is going on, so we can, we can we can go slow with that one. All right, so for Iman, right? If you guys don't know, he's actively doing another promo run. And for those of you who don't know, he does these quite often. All right, so it's saying to go to the site. He does these quite often, right? He'll have some large scale event that he's doing. For most people, you do a video sales letter, you do a live stream, you do whatever it takes to get the funnel going to whatever new thing you're selling. Alex Hormozy did it for his book. Like, it's a very common thing. But for Iman, he consistently does the same thing. It's so weird. Nothing changes other than like what he might call something and the PowerPoint slides that he reads. But for those for those of you who have been sticking with this, right? For those of you who have been sticking with this and knowing what he talks about, it's crazy to see him say and regurgitate the same thing. But over these 5 days for the AI income workshop, right? These are the things that he's supposed to discuss. Day 1, best AI business model for 2026. Learn how to make money by partnering with people who already have audiences. Now, this is something that got me interested, right? Because I consistently get spam emails from random people talking about how they can help me create a course. I kid you not. I have people telling me that they can help me make 20K a month. Like, talk about scam, right? Like, don't email. Listen. I don't care what he's going to be teaching in this course. No creator, no matter the size, wants to be spammed. Now, another thing to look at, right, is this is the best AI business model. For those of you guys who don't, AI is currently one of the hottest tickets right now, right? Like, everyone understands AMD, Intel, Apple, Google. Like, remember when ChatGPT used to be the only dog on the block? Now it's built into Twitter. You got like Grok making people naked. It's crazy. Listen, we're in the end days where people truly believe that AI can solve everything. Listen, I have to just see. I have to remind me, because I want to keep track of how many people are live, specifically with Iman, right? So right now we see that he has 77,000 live. Now remember, the moment he went live was 80,000. It's crazy. Those are botted. I don't care who you listen. That's botted. One thing that you don't see is AI is not the answer to everything. People want it to be because it's like it's the keyword. Everyone thinks like everyone is using AI as like a get rich quick scheme, right? Instead of like you sell the shovels during a gold rush, right? You don't dig for gold. And in this case, he's like creating a demand for the gold rush towards AI. And remember, Iman does very well. This is one thing I'll give him props. His branding is quality, right? Each one of his videos is like Netflix level, high tier, high quality. He has the best editors, script writers, all of this, right? But when you see how he's funneling to his audience, it's so disingenuous because he can be doing this truthfully. He can help out. And there's so many different ways that he could do this, but he's the multimillionaire. Day 2 is going to be making AI your super employee. I'll show you how to use AI to almost fully automate the best AI powered business models of 2026, even if you have no previous experience. Okay, that seems like a full fluff day. Like a full fluff day of just like how to use AI. I don't know if you guys remember the last one that he had, but it was like 4 hours long. Each one of these lives are going to be 4 hours long. So make sure have your water ready. Don't think you're gonna miss anything, right? Day 3, the simple launch system. Okay, start generating money in a few days without ever even showing your face using an AI model. Now, I don't know about you guys, but it's quite rare to give someone your money if you don't even know what they look like, what their branding is like, or how they're advertising to you. That's just me. If you were to send me an email, ask me to, I don't know, partner up. I don't know what he's, going to be pushing over the AI business model or workshop. But if you were to ask me, hey, I need like $500, I need to do all of this for you, partner with me. I don't even know what you look like. It's not going to happen. That's just, common sense, right? The $57 million launch strategy, a little known, man generated 50. Okay, so this is, please tell me Jason Flanagan's not coming back. Or Jason, I forget his name. But if you don't know, he's like a webinar salesman, which goes to show you there has to be this level of like connection that they have, right? He's paying them off. Someone's getting paid somehow. Because you're telling me that you're going to be doing a webinar and your co-host happens to like consult large brands on how to maximize webinars, right? He's not someone who actively, he showed them again. Bro, I didn't even get into, we didn't even get to day 1 yet. I want to, oh my God, dude. You see how crazy it is? You see how crazy is that? Like, he does this, he does the same thing. Please tell me Jason's not in this goddamn live stream. Oh my God. Yeah, anyways. I know Iman so well on how he doesn't change just by reading this one sentence. A full breakdown on how a little known man generated 57. Okay, whatever. Please. Ugh. Anyways, on to the next. Then day 5, right? The whole reason that you guys are staying tuned to this man's live stream is building a business live. Using the AI systems. It's time we get our hands dirty, and I'm going to build an AI online business live in one sitting, walking you through the exact step-by-step process. Now, I don't know if you guys were here during the Make Money challenges that he ran, but nothing happened. Not one thing happened. It was so disappointing, but there's going to be other people who, unlike me, are going to fall for this, right? Like, it's just sort of sad that it's unfortunate, but like, it's just yapping. But again, this is his brand. This is his funnel. Let's get back to his channel, right? If you guys don't know, his branding, his funnel, advertise towards someone who doesn't have money. Right? It's very clear. Like, it's the Instagram lifestyle flexing how to make money niche. It's very clear, right? Like, we're not stupid. We're not ignorant in the fact. Take full accountability. He has 5.8 million subscribers. He has to know this is what his branding is, right? He's a 9-figure entrepreneur who's made his money on branding, advertisement, and marketing. He's not stupid, right? So when you make money online as a video game, I bought $75 million business, 17 business, how to escape the rat race without quitting your 9 to 5, laziest ways to make money. This is what he's built on, right? So understand that when he pushes something like this, his AI income workshop, it's towards the same audience. He doesn't separate it. He doesn't isolate it. In fact, let's go to what's Alex Hermosi. let's go to Alex Hormozy, right? Alex Hormozy, I would say, is an equal comparison, an equal competitor, understanding that he has marketing, advertisement, branding, all packaged together, right? In fact, I think I saw one of the trailers that Iman's doing is packaging books the same way that Alex literally had a massive book launch. I mean, this is crazy, right? But if you go to live stream, you notice something. Alex doesn't delete. Alex hasn't deleted his live streams. You can go and actively see them. But if we go to Iman, they're gone. It's just such a sad fact that, like, as long as you purge it from the internet, you truly believe. But like, the thing that I give Alex complete props. He's very clear on who he speaks to. And if you find a way through his funnel, right? When you go to his website, acquisition.com, it is very clear that he only cares about people that already make multiple millions, right? So baseline just off that, right? Like, just off that, Alex is only talking to people who potentially have multiples of millions. Alex only cares about multimillionaires so he could purchase them out, because that's what he does, right? He's a venture capitalist, right? But Iman, you tell me who his brand is. Now let's get into this video, right? Let's start from the top. Okay, so blah blah blah, nothing. Let's see what this teaser started off with, right? Let me know if the audio is gonna come through well. Hopefully there's no echo.
This is about to change the course of history as we know it. November 30th, 2022. That is the day it all started.
That's his video being choppy. It's giving me a seizure.
That day the economy split.
Oh my God,
into
hold
two.
on.
You see this black line? That is the S&P 500.
And like, yeah, that would be his client side.
Main stock market in the US. This blue line is job openings. And for decades, these two lines moved together. When companies made more money, they hired more people. When companies struggled, jobs disappeared. And this pattern stood true during the 2008 crisis. It stood true during COVID. But then all of a sudden, there was a massive disruption in this trend. A huge chain of events started to unfold, and this can...
Okay, I'm not gonna get you guys sick. I'm gonna skip forward. I have no idea what the hell's going on right here. I'm just a hater. Of course I am. That's stupid on you. You know exactly why you're here. We are pocket watchers. Bro, I think I made a video on Mr. Beast and how much money he made. And the dude called me a pocket watcher. Like, yeah, it's negative that you like truth. Yo, bring receipts and facts. You're a hater. I mean, I'm not hating him. I just hate that he dodges accountability. It's a terrible trait to have.
It's previously accessible only to billion-dollar companies.
And you should be open to criticism. I don't care who you are, right? Like, as an adult, if you can't withstand criticism, then there's some red flags there, right? Like, if I'm not gonna.
I've uncovered a huge opportunity in this industry that most people aren't seeing. It allows you to tap into existing audiences of tens of thousands of predisposed buyers without you having to invest a penny or even create your own product. And do all of that while you stay completely in the shadows without having to show your face online. And by the way, the AI tools that we have to take advantage of this now are 10 times more powerful.
That's the thing. I respect the hustle. Don't get me wrong. I respect the hustle that he just bamboozled some folks out of 100K. Listen, I respect that. But there has to be, like, couldn't he have, like, helped out people and made 20K? Did he have to just, like, did he just have to, like, rug pull them for, like, 100? Like, come on, like, have some values.
And ChatGPT that created this disruption in the first place. I've watched complete beginners, people who had never made $1 online, use this exact system to replace their income with an AI income within a matter of weeks. And the best part, most people have no idea that this even exists yet. And I am about to pull back the curtain. So if I can show you a way for you to get into this industry, the fastest growing industry in the...
And this is how he's made his millions, right? Like, just rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat.
World without having to show your face.
Okay, I got it.
But
I'm skipping. I'm going to skip forward. Actually, let's also speed up, because I don't know what's going on his playback on his end, but like it's not worth it.
When the time comes, that's when there's issues. So we are monitoring it. Do not worry. We will try our apps.
So what he does, right, is I mean, this is a content creation process for you guys who don't know, is to continue retention. Is to always have a carrot stick, right? So I think he's been doing the VIP like codes for a workshop, or I don't know what it is, right? He does the same thing over and over. They're all like the same codes, like wave, ground, like it's just, there's so many different, like it's the same password over and over, right? Like I look at his last one, if you, I'm sure he'll have the same thing, right? The workbooks are like AI made workbooks. Like it's just crazy. It's crazy. He gives out homework and charges people. That's some hustle. That's some real hustle. Imagine, like, I mean, that's some college level hustling right there.
We do know that there are some frame rate issues at the moment. For those that are,
yeah, see, it's not my like playback. I don't know what's going on. His stuff is so choppy.
Thought that I was doing an AI video. No, that was simply just the trailer. If you guys saw the trailer that we rolled a few days before we went live. And yeah, with that being said, guys, let me know. Give me out of a 10. How you guys feeling? Let me know in the chat. I am a 10 out of 10. I'm hoping that we can get some of these frame rate issues sorted. And then sound is clear. That is good to see. Good to see.
All right, let's skip through this. Oh, I'm sad. Aw.
Let's see. 6, 10. Glitch, but is all right. With that.
Oh man, listen. I miss the back and forth. Listen, if y'all don't remember the last Make Money Online challenge, there was like another guru who we went back and forth in the comments. It was so funny because like his page had like 2 subscribers and he's talking about like he's like, I'm a multi-millionaire. Like, well, why are you a chatter?
Being said, you can see my screen. All good to go, guys. Yes. Let me know. All right. Well, welcome to the AI Income Workshop. Let me just see if all is good. Tristan, we still having issues with the frame rate on video? Yeah. Okay. No worries. All right. Lovely. So we're not going to do split screen. No, with the prep.
Okay, Jesus Christ, get it together.
Just want to address that head on.
No, let's go. Yeah, show me the slides. That's like one thing that I'm really upset with, right? Like, if you're so well versed in this niche business, industry, sector, market, whatever you want to title it, don't read me PowerPoints. Like, bro, don't read off of PowerPoints. That's like one of the. Let me go to Alex's. Hold on. Let's go to Alex's. His 11-hour live stream. Because that's what I'm going to compare this to. I'm sorry, you're worth hundreds of millions of dollars. You're going to get compared to other hundreds of millions of dollars there. Like I'm gonna. I told you I was gonna show up a little bit late because, you know, Iman yaps and it is what it is.
Stream.
Okay, so Alex is live. He's talking. I don't see any PowerPoints. Doing live interviews, having conversations, live call-ins, and that's 6 hours deep. Oh my goodness! I give him props. Celebration. All right, but like. That's what that's what this is going to be towards. That's the level of comparison that you have to have a level of expectation towards somebody, right? All right, let's oh my God, it's the workbooks.
Entire premise of this event is basically, I know that for 99% of you guys, you are just going to want to do.
And when you think about it, it's such like a spit in the face to say that he's teaching you AI while giving you AI. Right? Like, it's like he's giving AI, teaching you AI. I would be so upset.
Do it yourself, okay? And there's going to be 1% of you guys that want it done for you.
Hold on. I got to pause my ad blocker because it does this. I can't do like double X speed.
File and throw them $500 for a post. It's not a very actually 10 10 2 basically. I know that for 99% of you guys, you are just going to want to do it yourself, okay? And there's going to be 1% of you guys that want it done for you. So with all that being said, all right, you don't need to do it now.
We got
okay?
it.
But just understand that to get access to those, you have to be inside the groups. And somewhere throughout this presentation, I'm going to give you guys the password. Okay, so these workbooks are password protected. So at the end of the presentation, once we're done with everything, okay, once we're done with the presentation, the Q&As, stuff like that, at the end of the presentation, you guys are going to get the password. Okay, and each day we're going to do that as the daily sessions go on. If you are here live, we are going to give you access to all this, okay? So when I share the password later, I'm also going to send you the link to join the WhatsApp group in case you haven't yet. So I know a lot of you guys really want all of this workbook stuff, all right? You want all these, but please, I've made, and I will stick to that promise. Now, for 99% of you guys, you will want to do it yourself, okay? Just like, 99% of people
Chat, let's make some AI money. Let's get to it with AI images.
in life, when they will want to go for the general ticket at an amusement park, but there's 1% that will want the fast track. In our case here, it is a done for you solution. So if you're like, you know what, all of this looks super great, but it's a little complicated and it's a little bit too much time, so I would just rather take the fast.
Man, I don't know about y'all, but look at that poll. Did you buy VIP? 100% said no. Was it because he didn't tell you guys he would try to charge you $100 the moment that you click and give his information just to sign up to a WhatsApp group?
Fast track, okay? That's why at the end, once I fulfill my promise, okay, if it's all right with you, and once I've helped the 99%, for the 1% that's left, I have something that I would like to present to you, okay? Does that sound fair enough to you once I fulfill my promise to the 99%? All right, so with that being said, let's get into it. Over the last few months, I made one of the most significant discoveries of my career. I uncovered one specific approach that today I consider to be the easiest way to...
Yeah, this is just a PowerPoint he's reading off to you guys. He must think his audience is so stupid, which either... I'm not even going to say. I'm not even going to discuss that, right? Like, it's... Because there's a lot of people who just simply don't know. And you have to give leeway to that, right? Like, what if someone who truly doesn't understand and they're looking to him because they look up to him as a power authority figure, right? So there's some level of honesty there that needs to happen where it's like, okay, I understand that. But how many times do you, at this point, right? Because you're now trying to start an AI business. Let's talk about someone who's starting a business. You're supposed to do research on your own. You're not supposed to just have everything given to you. You're supposed to do the work. You're supposed to research it. You're supposed to go out into the world and find out what works, what doesn't, who's real and who's not. How much is the VIP? Normally, he always charges like $100 or like $95. I'm going to guess he does the same thing over and over. Like, it's like $95 and you get nothing. You get like added to like a WhatsApp group and probably like a private community. But outside of that, I think it's still like $95.
Create an online income, because this is the only approach that lets you combine the power of AI with an untapped market that was previously inaccessible to beginners. One that doesn't require you to quit your current occupation or burn through all of your savings just to give it a try. In fact, it allows you to start risk-free, work part-time, scale up to big numbers with next to no upfront costs, and see quick results. All of that without having to...
I'm sorry, but I hate death by PowerPoints. Right? This is called death by PowerPoint. Someone who just reads off a PowerPoint to you. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like at some point, some authority figure, some power figure, you would hope that your teacher just doesn't simply read a PowerPoint to you, which is likely made by somebody else, right? He does very well for himself. Give him all the props in the world again. But this comes off just like a spit in the face.
Show your face online without having any previous business experience or even having your own product. And by the way, guys, this is something I used to do back in the day, or it was kind of like a cousin to this, okay? It wasn't the exact same thing, but it was a slight different variation of this. But I'll be honest, it was something that for a long time I thought was impossible for most people to get into unless you were an expert like I am. It used to be it used to be a high scale, high profit business. But with the recent...
you said you joined his free WhatsApp last time. He advertised nothing else. 2 high ticket products over $2,000 without any extra value. He just continued. He's just wash and repeat. Wash and repeat. And the thing is, the internet's forever. Just go into YouTube and type Iman Gadzhi deleted videos. He's been doing this since probably since COVID times, right? Like the ones that I remember seeing, I was like, oh my, didn't this just happen? And then I looked on his page and it's like the videos were deleted. I think it was called like, I don't know what it was, but he was like, the puppet masters are trying to run the world. The banks are against you. And then like, he deleted his own videos and like tried to say that other, like the puppet masters deleted it against him. But the thing is, when he deletes his own videos as a content creator, when you delete your own videos and someone still has a link to that video, you go to that video, it showed that Iman Gadzhi is like, Iman Gadzhi deleted this video. But on the next video, he's saying the puppet masters took this down. It's just so
Developments in
funny.
AI over the last year, it's become a high profit, low skill business, which is really the best thing that you can have, because it means it is now possible for some beginners to get into this for the first time ever. This way, you can dip your toes in the water virtually without risk and get into this new type of business before the big waves comes in. And I personally believe this is the simplest and most straightforward way to build an online income in 2026. And here is why. Right now, there's something quirky happening on the internet. There are more and more people.
XMD, you feel like it's scam. Because it is. I'm not gonna say scam. Listen, there's a unequal amount of exchange happening here based off of your time and effort and or cost. If you paid him, I don't know if you decided to pay him, if you paid for the VIP service, understand that your time is worth something. So sitting down with, well, let's see, how many live? 70,000 people are live, right? Let's just say 1% of this audience converts. He's still going to make, like, and the thing is, he's not going to tell you the price until like day 2 or day 3. After he discloses the price, I'll probably stop live streaming, because you're going to see nothing but L take, you know, just read the chat, read the live streams for something that there's an honest take. And if you look on his chat, it's all fake, right? It's just all emojis, it's all spamming. There's nothing of substance. There's no content happening in there, which is like a bot tell. Like, it's very clear that here's the thing. He keeps speaking like it's already recorded. It's not. This blows my mind. Are you ready? He's just a robot. He's scripted this BS so well for so long that he knows exactly. He has a teleprompter in front of him. He has the large. I don't know if you saw that. We can probably get into that video later. But I think Ennis, he does real estate property tours. It's just all presenting. That's all he does. It's just teleprompter right in front of you, PowerPoint that some other dude made from you or for you. If you look in some of his videos, you can even see the slideshow number on the bottom of the video. So it's like slideshow number 400 or something like that. It's like all he's doing is like regurgitating these PowerPoints. And there is going to be a level of like where you outsource things for you. But again, the issue that I have with him is that his 9-figure branding, marketing, advertisement brand that he, portrays is that he's this expert in this niche. So why not, show a little bit? Show, don't just flex that you're driving a Ferrari or you live in Dubai, right? Like, use a little bit, like help out. I don't know. It's just so
who control
weird.
Massive responsive audiences, and they have no idea how to make money with them. They have done the hard part, 99% of the work that could turn into profit, but they need someone to help them with the 1%. Okay, until that happens, they make $0. After that happens, it could be hundreds of thousands of dollars, of which you could take 30%. Okay, now I want to be very realistic. I've spoken to people. I was on the phone 2 weeks ago. I was on the phone to someone who literally does this. Okay, they've been doing this for years and years, and it's opposite way around. They take 80% and the other person takes 20. Okay.
All right. So it's very clear that what he's doing, see, for those of you who don't know how Iman got started, he helped out. It's called Social Media Marketing Agencies, SMMA, right? It had a dip a while ago, but it seems like it's back, right? And I can tell you just based off this visual, right? If the revenue comes in, creator share takes 70, and you help out a creator using AI, doing something. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. I'm a content creator. If I get your spam email, I'm deleting it. Ta-da. And that's what's going to happen for 99% of people. Now, can you use that 1% as a case study? Sure. But do you want to do that? That's called survivorship bias. You're only looking at what works. That's if I were to go to YouTube and I'm like, man, I could be Mr. Beast. Is it possible? Sure, I guess it's possible. It's not impossible. But is it probable? No. And is that that's, so you're saying there's a chance? No. Do you want to hope on the 1%, or do you want to hope on carving your own lane, being independent, working on a target audience demand and doing something that's unique in that, specific sphere, whatever you're interested in, right? And in this, when you're doing an AI workshop, everyone's going to be competing in the same niches because that's what you're teaching them to do. It's just weird.
And most sort of arrangements like this, most partnerships, it's 50-50. Now, the reason I'm saying 30% is because as you start in this,
No, 30% is an average. I mean, hell, Apple's marketplace for an app is 30%. Steam for games, 30%. Most marketplaces, a 30% cut happens for most people. Like it's not 50-50. I don't know anyone who, you'd have to have very terrible value to split 50% with an agent, right? Like even if you're an actor, like that, you'd have to be a terrible client.
journey, you might only take 30%, okay? And that's fine, okay? Because you're getting your first partnerships through the door. You're getting, you're dipping your toes in this model, and as time goes on, that percentage will go bigger and bigger. One thing I just want you guys to know during basically the next our 5 days of the workshop, and let me know if that's okay with you guys. I'm just gonna keep it no bullshit, okay? I'm not gonna try to sugarcoat things. I'm not gonna try to make things seem easier than.
Did you hear what I just heard? I'm not going to sugarcoat this. I'm not going to give you BS. Okay, we'll get to the point. You have this large rollout about an AI workshop. This is what, an hour in? No, this is about 20 minutes in. I don't see no AI.
Than they are, because the truth
Everyone
is,
knows why they're here.
You do it yourself, time and effort is associated to it. Now, of course, there's things that you can do. As I said, for the 1% of people, they will want it done for.
Which, humble, don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't, we might do a live stream every day that he's doing this, just to, have some reflection, have some back and forth, have some, open commentary. I'll keep the live stream, the live chat open if you guys want to have this open and honest discussion about what's happening, right? Like what's going on
for them. But for the 99% of people that go,
I won't waste your time. Let's speed up, right? It just seems like this is, oh, you guys were right. He's bringing Jason back on. Now, for those of you who don't know who Jason is a very successful individual, but it doesn't really make sense for Iman to brand align with him. Now, for those of you who don't know, Jason is a brand webinar consultant, right? He does very well in helping individuals convert their audience, specifically through webinars, through online advertisement, VSL funnels, right? So understand, I initially thought that Iman Gadzhi was going to partner with who else does Iman partner with? Who are some of his like content creator buddies that also have what was it? The Jordan Welsh? There was like a mental, Hamza? Hamza, is that his name? Like there's all of these people that it would have made sense for there to be a strategic partnership for, but understand who Iman is and how he's trying to brand align himself with like New York Stock Exchange level, right? It's just, I understand what he's doing, but it's a very weird stretch jump for his brand. It's just one of those things like, I don't truly get it. And I mean, it's no flack to Jason, right? Like she does very well. He's a very successful individual, but the problem is now, how do you tie this in to your brand, to the people? Like, I would go to say that the people that Iman is targeting, the audience that Iman targets, has never seen, heard, or understand why he's partnering with Jason, specifically on something that you're committing your time, right? This is as if I'm going to my college, my professor's like, hey, also, while I'm teaching you this English class, I found this dude down at Starbucks. Now hear me out, right? Like it comes off a little like I'm not getting my money's worth. It's like if Iman had built a brand around, he's focusing on beginners. That's who Iman's brand is for. So why am I getting a Jason when I should be getting someone who also I'm familiar with, right? Like, and I'm sure Jason helps convert and has a cut because he did talk about that. He talked about how Iman and him have a deal, but he's not going to release it because, again, these are like 3-hour live streams. It's crazy, but it's just so sad.
Jason
Let's get back.
Fladlin. He applies this exact strategy that I'm going to share with you today, and he's probably the best in the world at it. Okay, over his career, he's generated over 100 million with the strategy, including 57 million just from one single partnership. He is going to be tracking your questions during the session. After the main presentation, we're going to hang out in a more informal Q&A to answer all these questions and make sure you have everything you need to kill it over the next few days of the workshop. But you need to be there live to join us for the Q&A because it gets cut after the live session ends. Then starting today, we're also going to start bringing in some special extra guest speakers, all of whom have made lots of money with this exact same strategy, and they're going to share some of their secrets. Okay, they're going to come on stage right after the Q&A, so that way you'll be able to be you'll need to be here live in order to see that. Now, let me be completely transparent about why I'm hosting this workshop for free and why I'm so convinced that this is the best
Did his video just like cut out and now he's like a Zoom bubble?
beginner business model for 2026. You see, I've made
All right, let me skip forward. That's crazy. I mean, I feel like, so I'm just like running off of like basic OBS. I feel like he could have done that. Like if he's going to give this like level of PowerPoint reading, at this level of quality, it's wild.
Form in the world. Okay, we're valued at about $5 billion right now. Our users have earned over $2 billion from their digital products. Right now, people are making about $200 million a month on our platform, with over $1 billion in the last 6 months alone. That is 166.
Now, I truly believe that when he had this WAP partnership, it was going to be something of the Alex Hormozy and School partnership. For those of you who don't know, Alex Hormozy had this massive rollout of School, and he partnered with Sam Owens, not sure the specific last name, but he created a mass amount of discovery, of open funnel to this website. Iman hasn't done that necessarily in the same way. The way that he's funneled towards WAP has only been for his personal gain. And I'd be very, very like curious in the deals of how he has a co-ownership. This guy's so bad, Iman. And like, again, we're here for the open and honest conversation. You guys let me know what your take is. Because, a dude earlier says, why do I feel like this is a scam? Like that, remember, Iman is worth $100 million because he works on marketing, branding, advertisements, social media. He knows this. He knows who he's targeting. This is all by design. There should be a better funnel towards it, but I'd be really curious on the deal with WAP. And again, WAP might not be saying anything. He probably might only have like a 1% ownership, 5% ownership, 10% ownership. Because at that point, like, why continuously make content? There's so many people who've like sold out, made money, and they called it a day, right? Like it's just
$1
like,
million a month averaged in the last.
And if you're telling me WAP has made $166 million a month, you get me? Like, doesn't that sound weird that you're not like going all in on that and like you're benefiting yourself and like also using WAP as like a brag tool? Right? Like, isn't that so weird?
6 months, 5.48 million a day, 228,000 an hour. Okay. Or if you want to think about it this way, if you earned $100,000 per year, it would take you about 20,000 years to earn 2 billion. That is twice as long as all of recorded humans.
Humble brag. This site that I bought using your guys' money that you gave me makes a lot of money.
Properly, they have done 99% of the hard work building the audience.
They don't. The thing is, like, if you ask any question like 2 layers deep, you offend people on the first layer, and then you open up eyes on the second layer. Right? Earlier, I mean, the beginning of this live stream, someone was like, "Hey, you're a hater." I'm just asking questions. And if Iman in his audience isn't open to questions, that's automatically a red flag. Anyone should be open to questions. Right? Like, common sense tells you that if you can't question, the authority figure, then that's, I mean, it's kind of regime you don't want to be under. But there should be an open, honest debate that happens. I got nothing but time. This is a live stream. Right? This is a live stream on a live stream. I appreciate y'all being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Now they just need someone to help them with the final 1%, turning it into profit. And because of the recent advancements in AI, you can now be that person. You can help them create a digital product based on.
I don't want any of y'all hitting me up in my email telling me that you can help me out with my content using AI. That's how you get deleted.
Their existing content and monetize their audience.
Hey, that's what this whole channel is for. Let's just ask questions on basic things. Initially, you guys, I don't if you didn't see the other video, I asked questions specifically about credit card scammers. Like we bounce around asking questions, right? Credit repair fraud. I made a video talking about young men investing and how it's hurting them using gambling, crypto, and degenerate investing. I talked to a Wall Street Journal reporter. I'm in an article. It was like, you should be able to have these open and honest questions. And Iman's no different. The crazy thing about Iman, I don't even know if I want to make this video, right? He has 5.8 million subscribers. That makes him, I believe, across all platforms, one of the largest business, finance, mindset, development brands. One of the largest, top 10, right? And yet, he doesn't have any of the other accolades that some of them do. What I mean by this is like Graham Stephan, 5 million subscribers, primarily on YouTube. He's on CNBC. He's talking to Fox Business. He's known by the Shark Tank, right? But Iman doesn't have that. Why is it? I would ask you, why is that? Is it because most of these numbers are fake? Could be, right? But just understand that successful people want to work with other successful people. And you'd have to ask the question, why is he so limited to what he's currently doing?
This is with this digital product, okay? And you can do all.
You just came from the other live stream. Look, people are telling this. I'm laughing at my phone because people are telling me like, hey, I got suggested this video based off of Iman's live stream on my last video, specifically talking about the truth about what this is going to happen. I already predicted what's going to happen in this in my other video a month ago, right? Just it's the last video I uploaded. I need to upload more. That's my 2026 resolution, is to upload more content, open and having these honest conversations. You know, I took a little break. Everyone deserves a break, right? It's just one of these things. But that's why I've been laughing at my phones. Like, people are like, yo, this dude's predicting it.
All of that without needing to be an expert yourself, without showing your face, or without having your own product. So guys, let's address the elephant in the room here, okay? I understand what you're thinking. If you're so rich, if you made over 9 figures in this industry, if you're a co-owner in a multi-billion-dollar company, why are you doing this, okay? We all know that people don't do things out of the goodness of their own heart, okay? I consider myself a very kind person, but in all honesty,
all right, my ears are opening to what he's about to say.
I spend months and months, okay? You know, the whole prep, the presentations, everything that's gone into this, I've spent months, okay, putting together all these free resources for you. And everyone's got a reason, okay? So let me just go ahead and lay my cards on the table and just be 100% honest and transparent with you. I have 3 reasons why I'm doing this for you today. Reason number 1, as I said, I am co-owner of WAP. I have the largest part of my net worth tied up in WAP, as most very wealthy people have their net worth tied up in their main company. And my goal is to build WAP to be a $100 billion company. And
this is a disingenuous take. Reason number 1 is he's trying to build WAP. How do I say this nicely? He hasn't helped WAP. He hasn't helped WAP. Oh, am I crazy? That's why I didn't want to watch this live stream. You guys did this to me in the comments, talking about I needed to do the live. I could be relaxing. WAP was successful before him, and if you guys listen, it's what's not said verbally. When he did the walkthrough, this video that he did the walkthrough, the workers, the people that are actually doing it, don't care that he's there. They were successful before him. They were success. Yeah, is he scamming? Is this a scam? They were successful before him. His brand image recognition is not as if Alex Hormozi just helped co-own school. He's not having the WAP games. He's not having the WAP trials that, you know, the school games, the school trials that they did. He's not having any of those. It is what it is. Oh boy, I feel sorry for the content creators that are going to get 2,000 DMs, bro. This is the thing. I already know what's happening because I'm getting them. I'm getting the Loom AI with a fake Hey Gen person telling me how they can give me $10,000 a month. I'm getting those. Where it's like, hey, and listen, I know exactly what's going to happen. I just delete the spam emails, but it's like one of the things. It is what it is, right? It's par for the course, and it's why a lot of content creators sort of hate this kind of aspect. But I'm floating the fence on both. I like and have this open honest conversation, but like, hey, why are you doing this? Oh, because I'm part of this Discord group, and this is what they do, and they tell us how to make money. Did you pay to be in that Discord group? Yeah, it's like $50. And I'm like, oh, okay, you just got lied to. That's all this is. You know, it's just like, but I like seeing what's the bullshit that is coming out of this dude's mouth to even incentivize, because they're just like 20 people down the line, right? He's someone who's building the demand. And one thing that I knew, right? One thing that I knew is when I saw Iman, right? I was like, okay, what kind of content is this, right? Because in a gold rush, do you dig for the gold or do you sell the shovels? I'm gonna ask you guys, which one do you do? Do you dig for the gold or do you sell the shovels? It's a very common proverb. During a gold rush, you sell the shovels. But what happens, because now we have an extra layer of strategy happening. What happens if you're the one creating the demand for the gold, right? What happens when you're the one creating the demand for the gold and creating a system of which that people have to pay for the gold mines, access, whatever it is, and pay for the shovels? I don't have a program. I have nothing. This is just game and open and honest conversation. You sell the demand for it all, and you benefit from both. That's what's actively happening with Iman.
Astonishingly, we are getting there. We're on pace to do it, but I would like to do it even quicker. Our model works off of performance. So the more you guys make, we take a...
All right, I'm going to skip forward to reason 2. Is there only reason 1? Oh my God.
very tiny percentage of that, similar to how private banks work. The richer their clients get, the richer they get as a bank. Reason number 2, another one of my most recent...
Yeah, hey, do you have a program? I think the first one that I got, right, was, hey, can we do like a 15-minute consultation call? I can create a digital course for you, right? And the email was just so ChatGPT. Hey, do you currently have a program? Do you currently have a course? Do you want to sell an ebook? Do you want to sell merch? Bro, what do you want to do? What do you do for 2026? All right, here's the thing. This is what you're going to do. This is the best plan for everybody. Just 2 things, right? You're going to have a physical skill. I'm talking trade school. You're going to work something STEM. This is scary, right? Do you know why it's scary? Because it's a job. Working income checks off the first box, right? Because you need to pay your fucking bills. You need to pay your fucking bills. You know what pays bills? Jobs. Then let's talk about a side hustle. Because that's all this is. At the end of the day, this whole AI business bullshit is a side hustle. Do you know what a side hustle is? No, do you know what a side hustle is that doesn't make money? It's a fucking hobby. All of this, right? If you're not making any money from it actively, tangibly, it's a hobby. It's mental masturbation. One guy saying on stage, talking about the model a couple of years ago. Iman himself literally took a dump an idea. Well, I mean, this is what we have now, right? This is history will repeat itself. Best thing, internet doesn't delete, right? Internet doesn't delete. But like the whole thing is like, what is it? What does a side hustle look like? A physical side hustle, right? Shit, I mean, taking out someone's trash. There's this conversation. I think it was Mark Cuban, right? He's on the Shark Tank. He got started by just selling trash bags. It's dirty. It works. People have trash, right? Clearing out garages, physical labor, doing shit for somebody for $1. Dropshipping was dead when all of the dropshipping gurus popped off in 2018, right? Like when dropshipping courses became more profitable than dropshipping was dead. When you think about dropshipping benefits based on competition because all dropshippers tell you to copy other dropshippers to the point where they're even stealing ads. You know how crazy? Like when I tried dropshipping, I watched a few of the videos, and this is what they said to do, right? You go to Shopify. What was the sites at the time? It was like DS dropshipping or something like that. I don't remember the website, right? But they said to do this. They said steal the idea that's working based off, the stats websites. Steal the ads. Just get rid of the watermark and like reverse the image and steal the brand. There's no unique aspect about that. There's no tailored aspect about what's happening here. This is all dropshipping, right? It's like, oh yeah, if you need you want to learn this, sign up to my $100 course. I'm like, oh, okay. That's what this is. That's what's happening here. But for dropshipping, no. But again, the conversation about possible and probable. Is it possible? Sure. Probable? Not likely. But I mean, hell, if you guys are making money dropshipping, congratulations. Fully applaud you. Keep making your money. But understand, you have to the entire loop of dropshipping is not telling other people what you do. It's like, yo, let me see your store. It's like, no, because everyone does the whole Alibaba. Everyone does the Ali exchange. Like everyone has the same supplier. Everyone has the same idea. So if I see your store, I'm stealing your content, right? Like I'm not afraid. It's just so stupid to even entertain something that doesn't work. Let's get a new. Ooh, terrible noise. But a thing that, I don't know, might make money, it is more guaranteed that if you get a job at McDonald's, right? If you get a job at McDonald's, you'll make more money immediately because this has a guaranteed hourly rate. Now, the thing about all of this, right, is that I hate this conversation because it revolves around or. You do A or B, right? Like I want a main job or I want a side hustle income, right? You want a job or income or, I don't know, some hustle, some get rich quick scheme, whatever it is, right? I'm going to ask you guys, why is it always or? Should be and. You should have a goddamn job, main source of income, pay the bills, roof over your head, feed your family, do all of that. And on your side, right? Side hustle, grind, risk, business. You can do both. If you're watching, go to your phone, tell me how much time you spend and waste. Okay, cool. You spend 3 hours today on Facebook. Cut that out. Put all of this time invested in, I don't know, hustling, door knocking, telling people you'll clean out their garage for $20. It's just crazy. But let's get back to the video. I know I had a little tangent there, but let's get back to the video. Main point.
Consulting firm called Consulting.com, which was previously owned by Sam Ovens and Rian Doris. And this is my day job, okay? The company was established in 2016, but I purchased it last year, and we have become the #1 consulting firm in the world.
21 hours on your phone. You better be making money.
For knowledge and digital product businesses. Our pricing for enterprise clients starts at $25,000. So,
all right, hold on.
If even just 0.1% of you guys succeed with this today and become an enterprise client of ours at consulting.com, that's an extra $25 million in revenue for the business. Reason number 3, as I said, 99% of you guys will take everything I'm saying here today, take all of the little 100 pages of work, and make 90% of the execution.
Okay, so the second he goes to reason and then like way two. What the fuck was that?
Executing a part of the process for you. So instead of spending 100 hours per partnership, you could be spending less than 5 hours. This is what I will offer you at the end of today's session, because I'm so convinced that by the end of today, you will see everything you need to make a decision.
Okay, so here, I don't know if his scriptwriter or his AI went off of initially giving me the 3 reasons on why he's doing this.
Net worth tied up in their main company. And my goal is to build WAP to be a $100 billion company. And astonishingly, we are getting there. We are on pace to do it, but I would like to do it even quicker. Our model works off of performance. So the more you guys make, we take a very tiny percentage of that, similar to how private bank consulting firm called consulting.com,
there we go.
They get as a bank. Reason number 2, another one of my most recent acquisitions is a 9-figure.
Okay, so first reason is he wants WAP to be successful. Second reason is he wants consulting to be successful. Now, for those of you who don't know, consulting was Sam Owens. I don't know if his last name is Owens or Ovens. If his last thing before he made school.com, the owner of School, the founder of School, was he sold off this. The main reason why you sell off of something is because you've milked it and you're done with it. It doesn't make any sense because it is vague. It's quite generic, right? It's just a lot of talk. There's, you gotta get the fish tired before you try to, hook it in with a closing cost of like $2,000. Which, if you guys don't know, did we talk about it? How much do you think he's gonna charge for whatever AI workshop? How much do you guys think that if you don't know, go to my posts and you see that he had $2,000 last time. How much do you think he's gonna have this time? I'm hoping he learned his lesson. Maybe dropped it down to $50 because his audience is beginners. But
consulting firm.
I'm just curious. What do you guys
previously
think?
Owned by Sam Owens and Reendorse. And this is my day job.
He have over $100 million. Why he want to help people to be rich? Like anyone do it to be saturated. The thing is, when it comes to a case like that, Alex Hormozi tells it best. Right? Alex Hormozi's whole goal is for you to make tens of millions of dollars. So therefore, he can work with you and he could hopefully buy out your company. That's Alex Hormozi's goal. Right? It's very clear with it. That's who he targets towards. Iman, he just wants your money. He just wants your money.
Okay? The company was established in 2016, but I purchased it last year and we have become the number 1.
What do you think about YouTube automation? All right, so here's the thing. When you're building a YouTube channel, you have to put in the work and understand that platforms do not want to pay you if they know that you are just doing slop, right? AI, low effort bullshit. But if you're putting in work, that's fine. Like if you can find a way to passively make content, I'll show you my my YouTube analytics page. Hold on, let me pull it up real quick. Let's pull up YouTube. I mean, hold on, let me just do it on my phone. Might be easier. But if you could find a way, and if you're fully outsourcing everything, it's probably going to be hard to get the money, right? Because YouTube doesn't pay that much, right? Like the real way that people make money, real way content creators make money is brand deals, sponsorships, affiliates, referrals, merch. What Iman's doing, funneling to your own product. If you have a product, if you built a business, the most successful YouTube guy that I follow, no one knows of him. He fixes appliances. I'm talking refrigerator, washing machine, dryer. Most successful YouTuber that I know. When I saw his channel, he only had probably like 100,000 subscribers. But he fixes washing machines, he fixes dryers, he fixes all of this. Okay, so analytics. So year to date, right? Just this year alone, again, I'm a small content creator, 1,000 subscribers. It is what it is, right? Let me see. You guys see that? Hold on. Let me snapshot my own phone and zoom in. But if you don't know, he sells washers and dryers on the side and he makes millions of dollars. Dude is so successful. So $683 year to date, or past 365 days. Right? And I mean, YouTube it's a nice side hustle. Like you're able to make some income if it benefits you. Right? I just like being a creator over a consumer. right? Like, I don't want to always view, right? Sometimes I want to make content, sometimes I'll view, right? It's just what it is. Like, it's helped. But the thing is, when over time, if you could find ways to benefit that audience more, right? The most successful content creator that I know has a channel fixing washing machines. Not because that brings in a lot of money, but because he's able to have affiliates and referrals with a Samsung LG washing machine that's $2,000 and he makes 5% commission. And when he is the only one making a video on this super weird niche washing machine refrigerator combo, right? Like, he makes like $500. Like, this is like because he's branded and all of this stuff, but it's like there's weird ways. Really think about making a social media page on investment research. Any advice on that? If you want to be a content creator, go for it. Right? Go for it. But understand that an audience values their time. You right now value your time. Either talking about Iman, having this open and honest conversation, but you value your time. So understand that if there's a market demand and you're able to fill that void of providing value to whoever you're talking to, go ahead. If you want to be an investment research social media page, I don't know what kind of page you're talking about, Facebook page, IG posts, I don't know. You got to be a little more specific on that one, but there's nothing wrong with talking. Like, listen, if there's a value and you're good at what you do and you make unique content, you're able to fill the retention, because at the end of the day, YouTube only cares about clicks and watch time. If you can get someone to click, which, again, YouTube serves based on demand. If people want to watch your content, they will push it. And if people watch your content, they will keep pushing it. That's just how this works. I'm new to this. Should I join all the workshops? No. My personal take, you can ask ChatGPT. My personal take. As a content creator yourself, do you think not posting consistently hurts your channel? It does, but my personal effort, I have a main income. Like, if I had this like unlimited time, I would rather just chill. Like, I understand what I need to do. I need to be consistent to the niche. I need to make content. I need to grind. I need to script. And that's why, like, my plan for 2026 is, again, I need to get busy. But I know what I need to do. I just don't care too much on the whole possibility versus probability of being a successful YouTuber. Like, I'm just chilling. Like, I know what I need to do. I'm just procrastinating. It's okay. Right? Like, it's okay just relax. If you haven't, again, if you have enough income to have a relaxing lifestyle, which hopefully I can do fire in maybe like 3 years, financially independent, retire early, where if you have a lot of money from your income, then you're able to do it. You just, it's one of those things. Save your money, access free information from YouTube. Yep. It's just
consulting firm in the world for knowledge.
But again, free knowledge here.
And digital product business.
Med student talking about Iman while he makes Got a blast.
Our pricing for enterprise clients starts at $25,000. So if even just 0.1% of you guys succeed with this today and become an enterprise client of ours at consulting.com, that's an extra $25 million.
All right, remember, this is his second reason. First reason was because he wants WAP to be successful. Second reason is he wants consulting high image clients, the normal process for an Alex Hormozi, which doesn't make too much sense because his pathway doesn't really funnel for consultant.com.
$1 million in revenue for the business. Reason number 3, as I said, 99% of you guys will take everything I'm saying here today, take all of the little 100 pages of workbooks, the tools, all the training, and go, you know what? I'm going to do this myself. But there is 1% of you guys that will want it done for you. So if you take the do-it-yourself way, you have to execute everything manually. You're going to learn how to take advantage of this, but you're going to have to put in hours and hours of manual labor in order to accomplish it. It works. People make money with it. But of course, it requires time, effort, and a lot of manual labor. Way number 2 is the done-for-you way, okay? Where you get all the specialized AI tools and the softwares that automate 90% of the execution. And in fact, even my own team manually executing a part of the process.
Okay, let's cut through the bullshit on that one. Number 1, he's going to use WAP as a service of which he could personally and financially benefit from, right? That's an easy one. My thing, again, he doesn't really give a shit about WAP. The way that I see is branding and marketing. It's really weird. Number 2, consulting.com, hopefully bring in high level entrepreneur, enterprise clients. Makes sense for business consulting. Number 3, he's hoping that 1% of this audience right now watching this live stream funnels into buying whatever the hell he's going to sell. That's going to be number 1. That's his number 1 reason. Because that's how the piggy bank gets fat.
Process for you. So instead of spending 100,
Scam's a harsh word. Maybe bamboozle.
hours per partnership, you could be spending less than 5 hours.
It's been 1 hour and he's yapping. Same thing, paraphrasing his script. He's farming the live audience. Exactly. But the thing is, he's not going to just yap for 1 hour. He's going to yap for many hours. And when he gets tired, he's going to give it over to Jason. And the thing with Jason is everyone's going to be questioning, why the hell is Jason talking?
This is what I will offer you at the end of today's session, because I'm so convinced that by the end of today, you will see everything you need to make a decision. You will understand the complete strategy and you will understand exactly how it works. And for those of you guys who want to move fast, who want the done for you option, I'm going to have some special bonuses for people who sign up before the end of today's session. But regardless of whether you join or not, you are going to get the complete system today, step by step. The manual way, everything you need to execute your first 10, 20, or even 50.
Yeah, so the main reason that he's doing this funnel is the last thing that he said. I don't really, it's like the third reason, but that 1% of the audience, this is the reason. He wants to funnel that 1% to buy whatever the hell he's about to do. Because that funnel, whatever this funnel that he's about to whip it out on some people. And the part that pisses me off the most is he's not going to do it day 1. That's the part that's so upsetting. Is that he wastes everyone's time doing this. Day 1, he's not going to say it. Day 2, nah, he's not going to say it. Day 3, that's when he's going to tell people that he's there to scam you. Because when he announces that full price, make sure you have his live chat open. Because everyone's going to be angry.
$50,000 deal. So if you can commit to this one method and resist all of the endless options shoved in your face online, you will never need to watch another Make Money Online video again.
Because here's the thing. Let me, if I go to my channel and if I go to my posts, right? Which, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, right? One thing is, people forget about this image. Like, if you guys weren't here for it, right? If y'all weren't there for it in the beginning, this is what he announced. And this was the live audience. Right? Like that, this is what happened. He announced the price in a live slideshow format. And everyone's like, yo, I'm leaving, guys. LLL. Keep giving this guy your money. LLL. It was funny. Because he strung his audience along so long. And let me see if I have the old one. Because the one before that was $1,400. He's just going up. So I'm thinking, like, if he's doing what he's doing now, it might be $2,500. That's the guess. That's the guess. I don't know. You guys let me know. I don't, we're just over here using our big brain having a conversation.
Does that sound fair enough? Let me know. I'm going to check the chat. I'm going to have a little swig of water, and we shall go from there.
All right, you guys, I'm sorry for wasting your time. Let's click forward. Let's go forward. Let's just get
Specific
to it.
parts of the business that the person with the audience doesn't want to deal with, okay? And that is actually where the opportunity lives. Let's take the publishing world. I'm sure you guys all know J.K. Rowling, okay? She wrote Harry Potter, but...
Hold on. Why the fuck is my resolution that bad?
Do you know who Christopher Little is? He is the agent...
Resolution says it's 1080p. That's his side.
...who took Harry Potter from a rejected manuscript to a multi-billion-dollar global franchise. On how to run your own exotic... Over $57,000 on the... Most of these people are creating content.
Yeah, it's like the quality right here.
And every piece
something right here.
Yes. Do-do-do.
Yeah, and that's why he goes full screen. Okay. Yeah. There's some little buffering issue that they're having.
All right, perfect. All right. So with all that being said, there is one practically effortless way to do this. Okay. Now, before we get into that, let me clarify something. When I say creators, you're probably thinking of creators with millions and millions of followers. Okay. These are not the creators I speak of. I'm talking about small creators, fitness coaches.
Oh
which is
my God.
language teachers, business consultants, photographers, gardening specialists, okay? People with knowledge about a very specific topic and with a passionate followers who already know, like, and trust them. These are the type of creators you should look for that can make serious money, okay? These are called micro creators. Creators with anywhere from 10,000 to 100,000 followers.
This is the thing. Don't go spamming these content creators. Because here's the thing. I promise you, everyone's going to be using the same tool. He's going to give a tool. Yeah, he only needs 1%. That's his goal. He wants the 1% funnel. But the thing is, everyone's using the same tool to find out. Because I can tell whenever my channel pops up in some fucking service or system. Because I get like 5 emails at a time. All from like the same people using like a Loom AI script. Saying the same thing. Offering password. Give us a password. Password is scam. Password's grift. Password, I'm idiot. All caps. He's clearly using the reverse psychology for people to buy his 1%. That's all it is. It's funnel.
To talk
The
about these
password
very
is
specific
password.
topics. I'm going to be super honest, transparent, no bullshit, and just keep it 100% real with you guys. If you reach out to macro creators, large creators, you will get ignored, okay? Like, how many times have you ever come to a workshop where someone is like, no, if you do it this way, you will actually fail? Like, I'm just going to keep it honest with you. The only way this is possible, now, as time goes on, okay, as you grow in this endeavor, okay, and as you
If you're like a bot, the password is password, man. What is password? It's password. It's password.
stick to this model after year 2, 3, 4, 5, you can go to the largest creators in the world and you can be taking crazy splits, crazy cuts. You know, I was speaking to someone, I think I mentioned earlier, I was speaking to an individual that does this, works with one creator and makes almost $10 million a year. And by the way, what's really cool about being a co-owner in WAP is I know everyone's numbers, I know everyone's data, so I can validate that this is true. So like, I actually know that this is true. From one single partnership, he makes almost $10 million a year. I actually sent a message earlier today to an individual, 21 years old, making $200,000 a month with this exact same model. Okay. So that's not, that's not what they were doing when they first started out. Okay. When they first started out, they went from micro creators. Okay. If you go from macro creators, I'm going to be honest with you, this model isn't going to work. Okay.
Yeah, so it's essentially catch bet on the horse before it gets big. That's what this is. All right, looks like he takes a little break here.
Without having to put in any additional work, without you having to grow an audience from scratch or show your face online, just by tapping into the audience that the creator already has. Someone who does this is what I call a
this quality. But the thing is, like, I don't know why his workbooks were probably made with this whole bullshit AI that he's using, right? Like, and here's the thing: when you're creating something unique for demand with an audience in mind, it's very clear. But when you just throw out some bullshit, it's also very clear, right? Like when you give someone some homework,
AI shadow operator. Now, you might be wondering, what do they actually do? In raw words, they are the operators behind other people's public image, okay? Taking micro creators and simply creating digital products for them to sell to their audience. And they do all of that using AI. The creator's face is on the product while the shadow operator stays entirely in the shadows, okay? Without any pressure on their...
Bro, I get spam emails all the time. These goddamn, hey, I can help you make a course. Hey, I can help you edit. Hey, I can help you. I'm like, no, leave me alone.
Their name and reputation attached to
leave
the
me
product
alone.
being sold. If you scroll through WAP,
I just delete them. You're just like, that's the most like case, right? You're just gonna get deleted. But I mean, maybe 1 out of 10, you might get passed through, and like, but at that point, what's the value of that creator? Right? It's like there's going to be a value of like, this isn't even worth it. You wasted your time. You paid $2,500 towards whatever AI service that Iman's selling you, right? Like, yeah, I don't want to. I'm just gonna close everything out to spam.
Who don't even have a profile picture.
Yeah, imagine signing up for this workbook, spending your time getting teased for a password to get access to fill in a blank. What do you think AI means? Just like fill in the blank. Do you like AI? That's just like blank pages. Tell us what AI means to you.
We're making tens of thousands of dollars.
Like, yeah, like why you need a password? And here's, oh my God, let me see. I don't have it, but this was a while ago. He had like a Instagram lead worksheet, and all it was a Google Doc. On the left was Instagram name, and you were supposed to do the work, and on the right was how many followers they had.
And as I said, most of these creators had no products to sell, despite their followers literally begging to buy something from them. This is a rare case of a market with high demand but zero supply. Think about it. Every other business has to compete for customers. Here, customers, okay, their followers are begging to buy, and no one is selling. Now, what do you think happens?
And even then, right? Their customers aren't desperately wanting to buy, again, because he's talking to micro content creators. You guys aren't willing to buy anything from me. Like, I'm not stupid. Like, you can tell them that they're stupid, but I'm not stupid. If I were to put a merch line down in the description, no one cares. Again, because he's saying target the micro content creator that has like 1,000 to 10,000 subscribers. No one's willing to buy. And here's the thing. You have to respect your audience's time and money. They're there for a reason. And most likely, if you're below 10,000 subscribers, you're getting a wash through audience, right? Rinse, cycle, repeat. And it's a grind, and then it'll, eventually compound, right? It just happens on a scale. But the problem is, you can't sell this dream. Like, it's just like nothing. Like, oh, your audience, man, your audience wants an AI course. They really do. Like,
when you enter a market like that and simply give people what they desperately want already, you make a shit ton of money. Excuse my French. Now, to test this out, I shared a 4-step shadow operating strategy with a small group of clients inside of Monetize. They would have one conversation, just one, and walk away with instant access to 20, 50, or even 100,000 engaged buyers. Then
he wants people to follow his course, milk them into the end, then we give them the password. But if it leaked, sees a PDF, you already understand with a bunch of crap. I don't see, even then, you're going to see, right? Because it's really hard, again, because right now we're at 55,000 watching. He was at, 85 when it started. When he pressed live, it was immediately 85. That's a bot viewership. I'm saying there's no immediate satisfying viewership of any live audience, right? 55,000 is like more than iShowSpeed gets while he's like doing his backflips skydiving in Poland. Do you truly believe that Iman is getting 80,000? He would be the number one on YouTube right now, but he's not. It's so weird. It's so weird that like that's just normalized, the viewership, the botted viewership.
Then they would use AI to create a very simple digital product for these creators and keep 30% of the total revenue.
We saw that again. Bro, what are you doing? We saw this. He's just yapping again.
Product using the content that they already
create a digital product, bro. If I gotta buy this AI just to say, hey, create a digital product, what does that mean? Yeah, it means you create an outline of a course that they could sell to their audience when they only have 2,000 subscribers. You think they're all right, whatever.
You have, so that way you don't have to create anything yourself. And then number 4, that's going to be promoted to their audience using a proven strategy that any beginner can execute in 14 days with just a few Instagram stories, especially with the help of AI. My favorite thing about this process is this. It removes all the risk. You only partner with creators you know will be profitable, who have...
His webcam glitched out again. Okay, so you target yourself towards a micro sub-niche audience, right? Someone who likes pickleball. You find a content creator who blows up. They are the rock star of pickleball. You help them make a pickleball program, I don't know, an AI course. And you just hope that this content creator gives you 30%. And you're supposed to do this all faceless? All right, yeah, sure.
Pre-existing audiences you can sell to. You don't ever need to worry about where the sales are going to come from because the creator already built a buyer audience for you. At no point in this process will you need to risk any money.
Bro, yeah, when he goes blank, his webcam is just like an AI, the AI 11 Labs talking.
And by the way, guys, you can know how to do this almost down to the penny. Okay.
Please save this live when you're done on your YouTube channel because it's useful. I mean, I'll have this live stream. I don't plan on taking it down. I'm not gonna Iman you guys. Like, it'll be here. I'm not doing nothing, but I'm not gonna re-upload Iman's live stream. I'm not willing to do a copyright strike like that.
With a digital product, and I'm going to show you actually how to calculate this with a profit calculator. If you compare this to other models that show you how to make money online, many of them are hard to tell if they will work, and most often they don't work for those that try them, no matter how hard they try.
Yeah, like as a content creator, if you were to come to me saying like, "Hey, make this course," I would just look at you like, "What the hell are you talking about?" Because you're probably sending out that email 10,000 times a day. And on the other end of it, it seems like a spam email. It's like a Nigerian Prince email.
Here, sales are almost guaranteed because the audience is already there, okay? It's the exact same reason I've managed to do well for myself, because I have a loyal audience. And with the shadow operator method, you get the same competitive advantage without spending years and years trying to build this audience yourself. So with that being said, let's get into this.
Yeah, no one's going to partner with you faceless. That's not going to happen. No one's going to give you 30% of their money and they don't even know who you are.
Steps. Do you mind if I go a bit technical here for a second? Let me know in the chat if you guys.
All right, find a creator, reach out, create a product, launch. At this point, if it's just a truly AI service and that's what he's trying to package, social media marketing. It's not even a social media marketing agency. That's like a social media consulting like course agency. And if that's what he's selling and you purchase it, you deserved it. Yeah, you deserved it.
Is mine if we get a little technical here on out, okay?
Because the thing about social media marketing agencies, SMMA, is that you're willing to outsource and find the work for them. And you're willing to find the profit based on you outsourcing a cheaper editor, blah, 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 right? That somewhat makes sense because there's value, labor, and exchange happening there. But if you're just telling me that I'm going to make a course for you and I'm going to manage your WAP profile account, that just... Study, get a degree, get a job, become rich, just as detailed as he gets. No, his is study, question mark, profit. Like, it's just like, what are you talking about? There's nothing there. There's a no. He gives you a homework, and it's just like a fill in the blank, just like his workshop, just like his PDFs.
I assure you, okay, you will have to learn some details, and it may feel a little overwhelming at first, but if you can just work your way through it, I guarantee you the riches are on the other side. So just let me know in the chat if you guys are all cool. If we go get a little technical for just a hot sec, and yes, 100%, hell yeah.
All right, I know he's not going to get technical, so let's skip through this. All right, so you have to outline the true fans and pick out the sub niche. Okay, pickleball was our example. You want to gear towards, because I'm trying to actualize what he's saying, to not waste you guys' time. What are you talking about, Wow? Let's talk about a pickleball content creator. You find a pickleball content creator that has 7K, and you're trying to help them make a course for people who want to pickleball underhand serve and to make their serves better. I don't know. If you guys play pickleball, let me know. But we're doing it live. We're doing his day 5, building a business live. Like, but like, do you see how that doesn't actualize? Like, that doesn't actualize in real life. The only thing that happened there was I gave him $2,000 to pay for the AI program. That sounds terrible.
5 to 5% will be true fans, okay? Those are the followers with real buying potential. That small percentage of people who are emotionally invested in this creator. Now, why is it important to consider this in our equation rather than just taking their total amount of followers? Because everything I teach you here is based on what is realistic, okay? So let me ask you a question. And actually, please answer. Is it realistic for us to assume, like if we're being responsible individuals, okay, and if I'm here trying to actually help you in 2026 and move forward, is it realistic for us to assume that every single one of their followers is a potential buyer? Let me know. Is that realistic?
No, hurry up. Get to the point. God damn it. I hate
5% of their audience is like, yeah, I'm keeping it no bullshit.
Okay, so here we go. Right? Because this is what he's doing essentially is he's aiming for this like 1%. He's aiming for the bottom of the pyramid and just, he knows, right? His 5.7 million subscribe audience is, I don't know, likely fake. But the thing is, let's just move this way, is that he's hoping he can get, I don't know, 5 million. Because he'll get a lot. He'll get a lot of viewership or a lot of conversion from his audience, right? Like based on, revenue. But the thing is, like, at what cost, right? Couldn't you have helped your audience do something? Because he had the Educate program, and what is it? Tate had the Hustlers University program, right? Like the $20,000 or $20 a month Discord server. You would think that there would be a way to mimic that, providing a lower bar than having a $2,000 higher ticket. But here's the thing. He's trying to do this. And when you have this open, honest conversation, which you should always be able to have this open, honest conversation. Like, why do that? It's like, oh, he just wants to shake the leaves and get more money. He wants to squeeze more money. Yeah, he'll just continuously. I don't know what do you think the next one's gonna be called? Right, like he had this weird switch up moment where he was gonna teach how to become a personal brand, and then he just stopped. He deleted that video and like went to this. So now he realized a more beneficial and more profitable way to make money. But like, will the next one also be AI? Or he'll call it like AI, because I see a lot of people talking about ghost operations, but that's not new, right?
I'm keeping it straight up with you guys. I'm giving you a situation where literally 98.8% of their audience completely ignores the product, and we are counting on that to happen because here we are planning for the worst. This is why, as I said, this is the most.
And that's a weird convert where you're trying to tell the content creator, hey, we're only going to aim for 1% of your audience and forsake the rest. That's really hard, right?
Truthful and non-bullshit training you will see this entire year. I'm keeping it so straight up with you guys. Okay, once again, please drop something in the chat if look, you guys actually appreciate the honesty in showing you examples that are actually realistic here. Do you guys appreciate the fact that I'm showing you guys the worst case scenario, the worst situation? And if the worst case scenario and the worst situation makes sense, then it's like, okay, cool, we have something to work with. We're not relying on hope that, oh, maybe fewer than 200,000 views, ideally between 50 to 200,000 views. Okay, because remember, we are targeting
now for those of you who want to be a content creator. I would say whenever your videos start getting 3,000 viewers, you start getting the spam emails, right? You start getting the spam text. You start getting the spam emails of like, hey, I want to work with you, right? And you know what's happening. It's like some AI service, some AI system that's scraping some website that's finding these people, right? Like it's vidIQ, it's TubeBuddy, it's whatever stats worksheet that they have. But it's just, it's just sort of like, whenever you guys get successful, be on the lookout. That's all I'm saying. So, just a little spit some game right there.
This opportunity. So when you reach out about your shadow operating proposal, they're going to be very receptive. You are not cold messaging someone random. You are not but instead, I should say, you're responding to their invitation to discuss business deals. It's basically like they have a sign, okay, saying help wanted without even knowing it, okay? So if they have a contact email there, that's a great sign, okay? All you need to do here is find one creator with these criteria, because once you find one, here's a secret trick that you can apply to find dozens and dozens of accounts similar to that one. All you need to do is click on the small button with an icon of a person and a plus sign, okay? Right next to the messages button. That's what it looks like. When you click that, Instagram will show you dozens of similar accounts to the one that you just found, okay? And you can just keep clicking on these accounts, okay? And you can keep going, and then you keep going from the recommended as well, okay? So for example, from that seed account, I found this account and this account and this other account, and you can basically keep doing this forever. And from that, you're gonna find dozens and dozens of good accounts. It's like finding the first thread. Once you pull it, everything else starts to unravel. And then you can repeat the same process with different keywords in your search to find creators across all different niches. Think solo travel, luxury travel, clean beauty, anti-aging, men's grooming, yoga, home workouts, wellness, vegan cooking, home booking.
Yeah, so this is nothing new. Right? This is nothing new. This is taught years ago. Jesus Christ, man. Come on. Update what the hell you find up and coming people, work with them. 63K. And here's the thing. 63,000 people are viewing him. How many people are live talking about him? There's nobody. How many people are making a video about him? There's nobody. Now, yeah, people have been doing this on Fiverr for years. Yeah, it's like this is nothing new. 63,000. Now, mind you, when Kai Cenat, when name large content creator go live here, insert that whatever they are. Whenever they go live, there are watch parties. It's been happening on Twitch for years, right? When someone goes live, there's people just watching them live. And you're telling me that like Iman starts off with 80,000 people going live? Like, and no one's watching? Like, I don't know. Because here's the thing. When content is created, people can eat. That's why there's so much drama, YouTubers. Like, it's nothing wrong with it. It's just like when something happens, someone could talk about it. It's the news. When something happens, someone could talk about it. Another content creator could talk about it. Content creator could talk about that content creator. It's just like there's an update. There's an ecosystem. Right? There's a content creation economy. Right? And when one person eats, everybody can eat. Whenever I saw Iman was doing this, okay, let's have that open. Because now there's things that can happen. Right? There's a wealth of information. But I've always thought this was super weird whenever I talk about Iman. Like, no one's there. But, like, his numbers and his stats show, like, 5.8 million subscribers. But like when I make a video about Graham Stephan, everyone's there because he has an active and organic audience. But like I just really sniff of a bot. But here's the thing. Oh, it's going to be on day 3. Hopefully that's when he announces the price. I don't see him doing it on a day 4, just based on his little outline. The simple launch system, not the strategy. If it's anything like all of the last ones, right? Day 4 is going to be just Jason talking. It's going to be 5 hours of just Jason talking. And day 3 is like them selling the, announcing whatever the thing is going to be. This right here. Right? You're going to see it's going to be some similar page like this. Right? It's going to be like, hey, this is what we're doing. And of course, they're going to talk about like, we're giving out a McLaren, we're giving out a Bugatti, we're giving out blah, 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 right? No. Iman has just started yapping. I think his last live stream went like, they're all like 5 hours each. Right? Like this is nothing. This is just the beginning of it, right? But let's catch
Instead,
up.
You're actually presenting an opportunity, okay? Now, if you go back to the example creator I showed you just a few minutes ago, you can see in her bio that she's actually a nurse, okay? So she's probably making
via Instagram stories. You can nurture those.
Hey, Mona, we're referring to an oversection, blah, blah, blah. Let's get a clear outline of the timeline and the prompting. It's just, don't send a content creator this. Don't do this. You're likely going to get ignored. You're going to waste your time. Or do it. I mean, it's all up to you, right? Let's find it. Okay, flexing on how much money he made. All right, let's find... Back to slides.
For that, I just want to say I commend you.
Again, we're just skipping all of the fluff. All of this is fluff, right? There's nothing learned here. There's an untapped market with micro content creators. There you go. That's 2 hours.
I respect you, okay?
I saved you.
Yeah, you guys are absolute badasses. I see that a lot of people in here are smart, okay? So, and by the way, I don't ever want to dunk on anyone, or I'm not trying to be mean in any way, but really, truly, you need to understand that the competition is so low because so many people, they don't even let themselves put...
The competition is low, yet you're about to teach everyone the competition, force everyone in competition, but the only one that wins is the person that sells the $2,400 course. How does that make sense?
Their foot through the door. You could show them everything. You could give them everything on a silver platter, and they still wouldn't do it, okay? Because, as I said, some people would rather be right than rich. So, I just want to give you a little bit of context. I might have seemed a bit random as to why am I showing you this clip. Let me give you some context. Back then, okay, back in 2018, I used to charge a setup fee for these partnerships, okay? So that's why you saw the bank.
All right, so it should be under the assumption that you're very clear of Iman's brand. Cool. He made money teaching social media as a young 18-year-old in rich London. Congratulations. We're an hour in to you telling me the best AI businesses. You have not discussed one AI service. You have not talked about, hell, you haven't even said Google, Gemini, ChatGPT, Grok. You haven't said anything. Shit, I'll take a Bing at this point. You haven't said anything. Right? There's no Copilot. You're not bringing up any of these AI systems and what to use. But this is the best AI business to start in 2026. What are we talking about? Did you just, whatever.
Bank wires right there. Now, as I mentioned already, when you're starting out, you don't charge them anything. So the model that I did was way harder, was way more difficult than what it is that you're doing, okay? When you're doing this,
Okay, let's go to
content
steps.
better than they do. Number 2, you're showing them specific topics that can make money.
All right, hold on. Let's get step 1. You showed them you understand their content better than they do. It's because you reached out using the AI tool that I'm selling.
You're going ahead and you're showing them that you understand their content better than they do. Number 2.
I think one of the ones that hit me up was like, hey, we can make a course. And the course, because he sent me an outline. I'm trying to remember. I deleted it so goddamn fast. It was, what is it? It was like teaching... it's like teaching credit score, because one of my videos popped off and it was about the scamming credit reports or something like that. And he was like, we can make a course about teaching credit score. And I was like, I don't need a course for that. Pay your fucking bills. That's like literally the entire course. It's like, you want a good credit score? Pay your bills. Ta-da. Like, it's just like, what are we
Two,
doing
you're
right
showing
now?
them specific topics that can make money. Number three, you show them the exact numbers and how much money they're leaving on the table. Then you solve the, hey, what product do I create problem for them? Okay. Then you tease them with the launch strategy framework. Then you literally gave them a way to test it with zero commitment. Now, when they post these 3 test stories and their followers start applying, and I'm going to tell you right now, this is exactly what their followers are going to respond. All of them. Remember, they have a small cult-like, like loving, appreciative audience. Like their audience loves them. They mess with their stuff. Okay. They watch their stuff. These are their fans. Okay. This is not the 95% of their audience are just followers or whatever. From that 5%, people are going to say stuff like, OMG, yes, I need this. When are you launching this? Take my money. This is literally the DMs that they're going to get, okay? Every single message they get sounds like a cash machine going off in their ears. And guess what happens next? They come running.
No one used to watch Iman. I didn't do SMMA because I knew no one in the right mind would pay a kid $1,500, but his content was better now, so robotic and lifeless. It's just, yeah. I mean, it's unfortunate when you outsource everything and outsource a script, outsource PowerPoints, outsource your life.
To you because now they see it's real. It's real. It is not theoretical anymore. Their audience wants this, and they now believe that they are leaving money on the table, potentially a lot of money on the table. And they know that the only person who can help them actually capture that money is you. So what do you think that they're going to do? They message you back and say, okay, I'm in. What's next? Because you showed them that you can help them by actually helping them. No pitch, no pressure, just pure value. And at that point, they are already.
And here's the thing, right? Like, it would be so hard for you to get your first, like, testimonials. Right? Like, because this is a content strategy process. Like, everyone's very familiar with this. This is just content strategy. You know how hard it would be to get your first, like, subscriber? I'm a manager on my my channel. I got the YouTube Premium. I'm not subscribed. I'm not subbing to him. I'm not doing that. I'm active as a manager on one of my other channels.
Convinced that they want to do this. They are already convinced that they want to follow the game plan that you provided.
Again, it's just like, open and honest conversation, right? Like, what a scammer would do is they wouldn't even answer that question. Because at the bottom of the screen, I just lifted it up, right? It says you're a manager. For those of you who don't know, if you're a manager on another channel, right, you don't have voting, or you can't do some actions, right? Didn't we all learn something? Like, I feel like having an open, honest conversation is good for everybody. It's like, gee whiz.
So partnering with them becomes as simple as saying, okay, so now that you have the game plan and you've seen the demand is real, do you want to implement this yourself, or do you want me to do it for you? When you get to this point, the number of yeses you're going to get is going to be overwhelming. And remember, you only need to get one yes, okay? You only need one yes for that one shadow operating partnership. That is all it takes for you to change your entire financial situation completely. Now, I know what you're thinking. Man, this game plan looks complicated. How am I supposed to create something like this for every single creator that I reached out to? Great question. And here's the answer. You don't have to create it from scratch.
Yeah, it's going to be you and the other 51,000 people in this chat can help them out. Good luck.
Not here to make you feel all warm and fuzzy. I'm here to tell you what actually works. And by the way, even if it takes 100 hours of work or 150 hours or 200 hours of work, knowing that it can turn to a 10,000, 20,000, or even 50,000 shadow operating deal, are you willing to put the time in to make this work? Or if you do want the warm and fuzzy way to do this, as promised, as I said, for 99% of people, they will want the do-it-yourself way. But for those of you guys who want it, I will show you how to have it done for you by AI at the end, which, as I said, cuts down each one of these from 2 to 3 hours per creator to only 10 minutes per creator. Okay, so this speeds things up a lot. Okay, so now we have.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I almost went to sleep there. He's not saying anything.
Or at this point, we would have found a potential creator. We've got a creator who said yes to partnering with you. Okay.
Saying people are getting mad in his chat. His chat is just like spamming, just like waste my time. L. And here's the thing: he learned from the first one. From the, I don't know what it was called. He has so many of these. He hasn't learned from the first one. He doesn't have a moderation team. Right? Like, he doesn't have a moderation team because I don't think anyone would be willing to put their name out there and moderate.
Now what? Now you need to help them develop a product. And here's the good news. This is the easiest part of this entire process because just
low-key random question, but is it better to just do a 9-to-5 job or try starting a business? We talked about the topic earlier. The best thing that you could do is both. You have a main source of income, which is going to be your job. And then with your extra time, you're not going to waste it doing Netflix. You're not going to waste it scrolling TikTok. You're going to grind. Whatever business venture you decide to do that, cool. That's what this is. Right? Like, that's the true process. You're paying your bills with your job. And you build that side hustle income. Compounding your skills. Right? This bar for you could be 1 month. Or it could be, I don't know, 10 years. not even gonna try to draw. Or it could be 10 years. But just understand, all of these skills learned along the way are going to compound. Simple. All right, let's get back to it.
Just remember, the creator is already good at creating content. They've been doing it for a long time, okay? They are an expert in their topic, which is how they got the audience in the first place, okay? We're not reaching out.
Selling it. You got to hit me up in my email. You got to lie to me telling me that you are using this AI system that we can create a course. You know, like, just provide value. Is that so hard? Like, as a content creator, can't you just give out value and help?
To people that have followers, just
get a job, study. If you can get a high paying one, start paying. Yep, of course. Competence gets compensated. The more skills you know, the more useful you are as a person, the more you'll be paid. It's a tale as old as time.
Just for the sake of it, okay? We are reaching out to people who are already experts, who already have authority in their audience, okay? So you don't even really need to have any expertise. You don't need to understand anything. All you need to do is take what they're doing and just package it. And here's how you do it. Step number 1.
So you're saying that he dropped off, like 20,000. The thing is, bots are paid by hour. Bots are an hourly rate. You gotta go back in and you gotta up the system. I don't know whatever tools he's using, but you can't fluctuate the bots too heavy. It's just it is what it is.
You're going to look at their top performing content. Which post got the most views? Which post got the most views? Which topics get the most engagement? What do their followers ask about constantly? Step number 2, you're going to ask yourself, how can I package this as a product? That's it. Bad product framing, for example, is fitness tips for dads. It has too vague. Everyone has fitness tips. Good product framing is the 5-minute morning routine for busy dads who want to drop 20 pounds without missing breakfast with their kids. Okay? Do you see the difference? One is generic, the other is specific. It speaks to a real pain point and promises a clear transformation. Getting this right is the difference between making money and making zero.
Okay, be specific and help dads. I don't, bro.
You're not asking them to do anything new or different. You are simply giving them a framework for
Please tell me he doesn't just say the same thing over and over for the next 45 minutes. We got to the point. Okay, cool. Oh, Jesus Christ. Is Jason
on Zoom, whether you use it on YouTube, like no matter what you end up using it on, okay? The backbone is the same. The methodology is still the same, okay? What I did was I adapted it for Instagram, the platform where your creators are.
Oh my God. This dude just won't stop talking.
For the sale, the safe is open and the money comes pouring out. Now, let me show you how this works by breaking down a few of these triggers, okay? Remember when you were a kid and you couldn't wait for Christmas or your birthday, time seemed to slow down. You thought about it constantly. You couldn't focus on anything else. That is the answer about something upfront. What I'm about to show you is about removing the execution bottleneck. You will still need to choose the right creators, but instead of spending 100 hours on this process, strategy teas as well as the testing sequence. Once we map this out, we have a full monetization game plan. Again, when you take the done-for-you approach and create this manually, creators' audiences, and do so with less effort, less time, and without any previous expertise. And it's also with these specialized AI tools that we built.
Bro, he's been selling monetized. What did he call it first? Oh my God, do you guys remember? Oh, Flozy. I think that was it. I think it was called like Flozy at first. That was a terrible name. I applaud him for changing it to monetize because it was like called Flozy AI. That was oh my God, dude. He's just making Chat GPT and like
game plans, beautiful game plans.
You could pay $20 for Chat GPT Plus and you get like the image version of like Sora with the AI. Bro, this is crazy. Let's just catch up live. Let's catch up live. See this, he does this. Oh man, he hasn't learned. Okay.
Certificate that recognizes you as a consulting.com qualified operator. This way you can tell creators when you're reaching out to them.
This doesn't mean shit to me. If you were to come to me and tell me, bro, I'm a consulting.com, I got a cert, here it is. What am I supposed to do with this? Am I supposed to do with something? Am I supposed to do something with this? Insert your name here. Bro, this is like so cheesy.
That you are officially qualified on this method.
Yeah, you don't have to do anything. There's just 5,000 other people who are going to copy the same thing.
And that everything you'll implement 111.
Yeah, it literally, this is the same packaging presentation model that he's going to do. It's nothing different. Management wants you to see the difference. Can you tell the difference? No. It was like synthesized AI, ghostwriting AI, and he has like the WAP Mania platforms and the 5-day and the full money guarantee, right? If you ask for your money back and all right, whatever.
Sticking to the theme of one.
That's just crazy.
Right? Now, That is more than
Live.
enough for
Where's
you
live?
about
There it is.
online business. So if you finish at the top of the Monetize Mania leaderboard, you will get to sit and spend 3 days together behind closed doors in the same room as people.
I'm not gonna. If you were to tell me that you graduated from like consulting.com, I'm like, okay, okay.
Making $100, $200, $500,000 a month from their shadow operating business. You will get to personally network with them and learn their strategies. How insane an opportunity would it be?
Yeah, he's not going to announce the cost today or even tomorrow. I think the cost was announced on day 3 of all of his previous day 5 live streams. So if you want to know the cost, it'll likely be announced day 3. I might do a live stream tomorrow, just a quick pop in, do this, discuss it for like an hour, see if we've learned anything, see if I've gotten any spam emails. I'm not going to dox anybody. I'm not going to do that. I think that's like I understand that the person sending me an email is just trying to make a hustle, and I'm not here to shame anybody when you do that. If you bought his VIP, congratulations. And I hope this is something that people always get upset about. I hope you're successful. If you did buy his program, I hope you're successful. But one thing that I hope you're successful with is that you documented your journey. You documented the process. Gary Vee says document the journey, right? If you're doing this, make video on it. Make content on it. Be your own brand. What he's actively doing, being a personal brand and making a video on it, that's what you should be doing. Why not? Why shouldn't you have a brand the same way that Iman's doing? If you pay $2,000 to be a successful social media marketing AI operator, I don't know, document it. Show people behind the scenes. Y'all have seen so many of those videos, right? Y'all have seen so many of those like day in the life of a successful entrepreneur doing this. And that will only help with his brand. But something that I've never seen, I have never seen a successful day 1 someone starting it. Every person who's bought his VIP course and has documented the journey has stopped making content. Sri, what do you do? I work in tech. I suggest all of you guys become network admins. If you guys could be a network admin, again, get a job in something that's compensated, right? IT is one of the best fields. Everyone talks about AI. I still don't really see it taking most people's jobs, unless like you're an artist, a junior, very low effort developer. I don't know, like if you, it's not even arguing. It's like, but like you have to work in like, when I'm installing a server, I'm not really, I'm like, AI is not taking this. I have to physically install a Cisco servers. Like AI is not taking that, right? Like, so you have to understand the sub niche of the sub niche of the sub niche, right? It's just like small things, right? But if you say become a trucker, putting in that grind, you're going to make money. People need truckers. People need valued positions, regardless of what it is. You can be a short distance trucker. You can be a long distance trucker. You can do cross country, whatever it is. If you get the skills, the market will value you, right? Like if you're a crane operator, remote work, something new to learn, most people adapt. Yeah, it's just like, I've always cared about like electrical engineering since I was a kid and wanted to do shit like that. Like, and then I realized like, okay, I can just work inside. I just went to computer science. Like I only got my degree in computer science simply because I was like, this was forever ago. I was just told like, yeah, this is what people do if you want to, high paying skills. All right, cool. My job's at risk. Not aligned right now, but 10 years maybe. Yeah, I'm just saying like some positions, because you got to think it's all about money. I saw Jerry Riggs it, right? He went to a San Francisco airport, and in the middle of the airport there was like this art museum, and all of the art was AI. It said it was like generated using Sora AI, but it was like supposed to be pursued as like, I don't know, women in space or something. It was something weird, right? It was like, but all of this is like generated using AI. That's terrible. That's like that's like, we're losing who we are as humanity. But businesses only care about making money. Oh, KRS, you became a budget. Yeah, listen, if you guys don't know, if you want to support the channel, I have a membership tier. It's $1. And I feel like starting off as a content creator, that's all you can offer, right? All you can offer is like, hey, I'm making content. if you want to support me, here you go. I don't have it off platform. I think if you keep everyone on platform, it is the best way to do something. Right? Like keeping everyone on platform, it's not sketchy. I'm not asking you guys to go to a Telegram group. I'm not asking you guys to go to a WhatsApp group. I'm not asking you guys, like, there's so many different like ways to people to go off platform. No, keep it all on platform. Just like Twitch. Same thing, right?
For you to sit in the same room as the top shadow operators in the world today. That is the opportunity you get.
Yeah, if you have a skill that's physical, tangible, it takes skill. Right? Like if other people see what your job is and like, oh, good luck with that, but it's easy to you, that's what you want. And if you're able to work into a position where, your team management is laid back, they leave you alone because they understand that there's 3 levels to working, right? It's tactical, operational, strategic. If you're working as a technician, a specialist, you're doing something. Operator, you're a manager overseeing, right? It's like a scrum manager. You're overseeing people. You're overseeing the team. And then like strategic, you have this far off vision. You own the regional warehouses and stuff like that. But it's like small things, right? It's like the more you work, the more you understand. It's all politics. Electric boom.
When you join Monetize today. Finally, I want you to imagine this. You and I are working together side by side, locked in for over 4 weeks straight. How much of an advantage do you think you would have over everyone else? Well, that is exactly what I have for you here. As a special bonus on top of everything inside Monetize, you're going to get the 4-week fast track with me. Over the next 4 weeks, I'm going to personally host 4 live masterclasses, not only walking you through the entire process of going from zero to
That's Electric Boom. Yeah. That dude's hilarious, man. Electric Boom's he's an OG. I fucks with him.
to having your first creator partnerships.
Side note, have y'all saw Trax NYC? His recent blow up on that other dude, that other jewelry dude. It's just 2026 is a great time to be alive, isn't it? I feel like everyone just is just, it's good times, right?
Signed, launched, and generating sales using specialized AI. But most importantly, you get the advantage that every single successful person has, which is a coach. Okay?
Trax is like an old school. It was an old school pimp in that video. It's crazy.
Okay? You get direct access to me, and that is what the first 888 people who joined today are also going.
All right, see, shadow method, right? Let's just think about this. Why limit it to 888 people? Is there a reason for that? There's no reason for this, right? Just to be clear, there's no reason for the 888 number. You just said fuck it, 888 people. Let's go. Like, am I crazy? Like, Jesus Christ.
Gonna get you and I working together side by side, locked in. For
no,
the next 4 weeks.
he just like fuck it. That sounds like a good number, and it's like, I truly believe there was no reason for it. There was no 666. You can maybe 777 jackpot. You know that this is a lucky number, but like it maybe like 1,000, like the first 1,000 people, because we don't want it to be too large. We don't want a cohort because Ali Abdal has like $1,000 cohort for content creators, and I think he limits it to like 50 people, and it's because he wants it to be relatively small. Like, say that, like, again, I'm having an expectation of Iman because he's worth $100 million, and his entire business is to be the expert in branding and advertisement and social media. And listen, I understand expectations. Should we have expectations of people? I think we should.
Straight. And here's what makes this different. When I introduce new opportunities to market, I don't just make money with it myself. Just look at what happened when I was running my agency programs. I helped create the most success stories of this industry to date. It created waves of success stories. It created entire revolutions in the digital market. The first time I opened Monetize, the people who jumped in earned over 8.9 million in 90 days. One of those users won a McLaren.
Here's the thing. The success stories that he always pushes were success stories before whatever product. Again, like the brand of that I talked about, how content creators, everyone's able to eat when someone makes content. In this niche of consultations, gurus, and coaching, everyone's able to sort of eat off each other. They work with each other. And if you're a success story, Iman's going to want to use you as a testimonial. I'm promising you. That's why I said, I want you to be successful. I don't agree with anyone purchasing this. It is what it is. But I promise you, if you are a success story, Iman will use you as a testimonial, as a result, as whatever he has to do to push as this is possible to document your journey. I've been looking out for this, and if you guys can help me find this, drop it in any of the comments of my channel, right? I'm a small content creator. I read it all. Drop a success story from Iman of another person, right? Of a success case, not from another guru, not from another consultant, not from another coach, but someone who literally earned their first dollar on the platform and became that multimillionaire. I think so many people overglance this and overlook that. He's still yapping. It's like 5 days of him yapping. But so many people overlook that this success story, and there's going to be many of it, but understand that, I think, because he gave him a watch on the last event. But if you can find success stories that started off day one that were not, or that were successful without Iman, I'll cover that, right? Because I just can't find any. I can't find any. I'm trying to help him.
Armando bought his own, and on top of getting a Rolex directly from me as an award for his performance. The second time I opened it up, the people who jumped in earned 15 million in tracked earnings in 90 days. The average earner on Monetize, aka someone who had a digital product launch, they averaged $60,003 in earnings. My question to you is, would $60,000 change your financial situation?
Because again, he flexes all the stats that he has, the behind the scenes stats of WAP. He's the co-owner. He can do all of the analytics and all of the stats. Shouldn't he do the stats of the average and the median WAP member that he signed up to his last event? We had 888 people joined, and yet 4 people made any money, right? Like, what if he covered 888 people bought this course, right? 2.5, whatever the hell it's going to cost. He had 888 people join, 10,000 people join, 5,000 people join. 4,000 people made $1 million the first month. Wouldn't you think there would be a better gain for that? Shouldn't there be like a better number? Especially, again, he's bragging. So he's a course seller. No, he's a idea seller. Earlier we covered, is it better to sell or dig for gold or sell the shovel? Right? It's a very popular topic. In this case, he's just building the hype and demand for both. He's like, you guys should really dig for this gold, and I'm selling shovels. Yeah, he's only going to show the top earners, and that's like the thing. Like, you want success stories. If you're in his place, you want success stories. So like, and you brag about being this owner of WAP with all the stats. Show me the stats instead of this PowerPoint.
Well, this time we are doing it again.
Opinions on Alex. Alex doesn't brand himself for the first dollar. Alex brands himself of, here's all of this information, right? He made the $100 million deals, the $100 million value, the $100 million offers, all for free. He's giving you everything in the hopes that you become a multimillionaire, and then he could work with you. Because he talked about this he's very transparent with this. He's like, no, I need you to become a multimillionaire. And until then, he doesn't really charge you. He's really hoping that you're some plumbing company that works like, he's doing it very blatantly, right? Like, so the beginning, the first dollar, he doesn't care about that. He cares about the first $100 million, because acquisition is a private venture, private equity company. So that's who he cares about. He doesn't care. If you're someone and it's trying to give him $10, he likely doesn't have a funnel for that. I don't believe he has any funnel for that. Yeah, he's like he'll Alex Hormozi is hoping on the finish line and not the start. Iman is trying to promise you on the start. That's not how this works. Right? And he's giving you like $2,000, tickets. It's crazy. That's not how again, I have an expectation of Iman, someone who's worth $100 million, made his entire net worth based on marketing, advertising, all of that. He should be helpful.
Okay, but even bigger. And by the way, when we do something like this, we change the whole fabric of the internet. So would you like to be a part of a change like that? To get advantage of the specialized AI before everyone else shows up? Well, this fast track bonus is only for the first 888 people who join today. Look, this is a very hands-on program. I can only coach so many people at the same time. I cannot do this with everyone, and this is not for everyone. Some people want to go at their own pace.
The thing with again, that 100 million, that's a different person, and he's not selling to you. For Alex Hormozi, he's selling to you in the future because he's hoping. Been over an hour. He's been 2 hours and he's still yapping. It's been 2 hours and 40 minutes. Alex is hoping on or betting on you in the future, and he's giving you the nuggets now and hoping that you'll partner with him later because he's helped you 5 years ago, right? One of the people that he talked to, because again, Alex has open and honest interviews. It's really crazy. You should definitely tune into some of his live streams. And they're boring, but it's information. Not including the 1 hour. Oh, that's true. He's been yapping for 3 hours if you're a VIP member. If you're a VIP member, let me know in the chat. I need to know. Did you get your money's worth? But Alex, I can't judge Alex for that. He's very open and honest, transparent. If you want to say that he has some sketchy background, okay. But I'm not talking about his personal brand, who he's selling to, who he's marketing for. Right? That's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about that kind of stuff.
Pace, and they want to.
You said you didn't get your money's worth. Again, I don't know if you were here. I hope you're successful. And I hope you document your journey, and I hope you document the process. There's going to be a video that I check in. Actually, let's catch up. Let's see if he's done yapping. Oh, he fucked up. He disclosed the price. Okay, let's snapshot that. Damn, he disclosed the price being 2K. Okay, if you're the VIP member, you talked about it. How does this make you feel that he's upselling you for another $2,000? Ladies and gentlemen, there we have it. I was hoping that he did another $500 on top of that. I was hoping. There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. I'm sad now. I'm sad. I'm sad because now the remaining time of this live stream we'll be talking to sell you on this $2,000 course. Oh my God. Okay. We gotta. Okay. Well, I mean, are you guys buying it? Is anyone out there buying it? Financing is available, so if you want to get a loan, if you want to sign up for credit, Klarna, PayPal. I'm sure he's taking Bitcoin. God damn it, Iman. You could have been smarter than this. Don't charge $2,000 right off the bat. Day one. Jesus. Yeah, he's just selling towards the one. All right, let's catch up.
Slavery mentality that has been put in to us.
All
since
right, I'm gonna get some water. Let's I'll be back in 30 seconds. Let's listen to Jason Yap. This dude charged.
You will unlock those money blocks. You will use AI in very specific ways to unlock those money blocks. So this is a culmination of a new technology that has finally been figured out and properly set up for you to take advantage of. That's part of the offer here. You will have the ability now to reach an audience that never existed a few years ago, that is now one of the most influential audiences to exist. These are micro creators. You feel me on this, right? And you will be able to help them unlock the revenue for free, meaning they don't pay you up front and they don't have to pay any advertising. This is as risk-free as it gets for them, and it's really as risk-free as it gets for you as well. So this is the deal that we have here. So this is why we went to great lengths, and we had the longest slide deck in history that I've ever seen, and I've written hundreds of these slide decks, right? This is why. If this feels different, it is because it is different. Do you understand that? The reason this seems different than anything you've seen before is because it is different than anything you've ever seen before. It is greater than anything you've ever seen before. It is more powerful and it's more vast, and it's been democratized, meaning it is now available to you if you have the right game plan, you have the right tools, and you have the right people in your corner. Now, most people will not accept that call. You want to know why? You want to know why most people won't accept that call? They're just not ready yet. The responsibilities to become a millionaire are too great for them, so they'd rather stay a thousandaire. Okay? They are just not ready to step into their future self yet to be paid the amount of money that they wish. They want it, they wish it, they're not ready yet. Don't let that be you. If you are ready, accept the call right now. Go to joiniman.com, get started. If you're not quite sure if you're ready or not, well, that's why I'm here, to help you figure that out. And that's why Iman's here with me. We're going to help you figure it out. We are going to get into
we're back.
My very favorite thing to do in business. It is not the most profitable thing I do, far from it, but it is the one that sparks the most joy.
It's 2 a.m. in your country. Bro, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you had to stay up late for this shit show. Because now they're just going to do a Q&A. No one cares about Jason. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sure Jason's like a good dude, but the problem with that is like no one cares, right? Like if you're someone who's drawn in because of Iman's brand, you'll see this other dude, Jason, and question why he's talking. It's just, it just is what it is. Let's. Yeah, and they're talking about like financing available. Like meaning if you don't have the money, we can help you get a loan. Bro, the kid oh my god.
A chance I'll grab my phone.
I'm gonna lower them. Let's see what you guys are saying.
A password for the workbook. So don't worry, we haven't forgotten about the workbook.
And to be clear, we're answering everybody's questions as long as they're constructive questions, right? Like, this is what we want to do is help you. So we're going to take and look at the questions. And if we have to be here for a while, we have to be here for a while. So I had some questions that came in already ahead of time. And then Max is going to feed me some more questions here as they came in from the VIPs earlier. And then in between, I also have questions that I've been marking throughout the presentation from those of you who have...
Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Because I'm going to try to give Iman a benefit of the doubt here. Hold on. Let's calculate this. What should I say for Iman? I got nothing. Listen, no, if he were to say, right, if he were to be very upfront and very clear on who he's targeting at the beginning, I don't think there would be this much, right? Like if we were to go to Iman's page, meaning if we were to go directly to Iman's page, and if he made these videos targeting the top one, right? Because that's who he's making content for. If he was like, hey, I'm only targeting the top 1%, I'm only targeting blah, blah, blah. I'm only targeting people who want to make, I don't know, who actively make 100K, right? This isn't going to be for everybody. Then that would be different, right? Like that would be a different kind of targeted campaign. But if everyone's aware who Iman's brand is, he targets the first dollar. We already talked about earlier in the video, the passwords execute. We already talked about earlier in this that there's differences on who you target towards. Right? This one video I'm hovering over. This isn't intentional. The laziest one-person business model to start in 2026. Let's break down what this is. What funnel is this? This funnel is for someone who doesn't have anything and they don't want to work. So you're telling me this is your first dollar, right? This is a first dollar funnel. The person trying to earn their first dollar will see this. They'll see you driving in your Ferrari, living in Dubai, flying your private jet, telling them how much money you make. You're targeting someone who doesn't have any money. Therefore, that's why this whole live stream falls flat on his face. But we got 5 more days. I'm upset he announced the 2K right off the bat. Didn't even learn off the last lessons, man.
The fact that the real estate agent gets like 3 points on the deal, and I'm like, there's no way they're worth this, but they are worth that because they're at the last part of the transaction. So no $0 gets made if nothing gets sold. So they have them 99% of the way there. You get them to that last 1%, and this is called arbitrage. You get a disproportionately high upside for the amount of effort that you put in. And that's how money works. If you study billionaires, you just...
And like right now they're talking about, arbitrage, which if someone's selling something and you're able to be the middleman, you can upsell, you can take your benefit. Coming from a stream is expected upselling. I don't know what everyone was expecting. I mean, yeah. But the problem is, again, his targeted marketed audience is not included in upselling. His targeted marketed audience is people who don't have money that he's selling the dream to. That's Iman's 5 million subscriber brand. And being able to do like a tricky upsell, it's always disingenuous because there should definitely be some form of, it's okay if you can't afford this, I have this $10 a month educate platform that can help you get that $2,000. Yeah, no one has $2,000, and that's the thing, right? It's useless because a lot of people in his targeted audience, he's doing the whole thing that he's talking about. He's shaking off the 1%. And if you shake off the 1% or shake off that top 1%, then you're not really helping your targeted audience. And again, Iman's likely going to go forward and delete it. Just like he does all his other videos. Which, if you missed it, we talked about this. Everyone's hoping on this weird hustle, this side hustle. But until your side hustle makes money, it's just a hobby. You should not go negative for a hobby that you don't have clear guidance and direction on. So in the meantime, because someone asked in the chat earlier, should I do this or get a job? There should be an and in there. You shouldn't think an or. You should think an and. You should have a main job that pays the bills, ideally something in STEM, logistics, something that is compensated based off your competence. And over time, your hustle, grind, business, mindset, whatever you want to work towards, will compound your skills over time, cutting out to those things that you are wasting effort time towards. Hey, appreciate it, Wise. Hey, it's just, I'm just a humble person asking questions, trying to use common sense. They're like, shouldn't we like have an open and honest conversation about this? Ali Abdal's videos are way more. I agree. Actually, Wise. Did anyone super chat in Iman's video? Now that I'm thinking about it, hold on. Wise. Shouldn't there be like super chats all over? Hold on. He has 30,000 people following him. When I watch a video, like an Asmongold, like I show speed, Kyle, like it's just super chats, it's donated, it's subscribers, it's gifted subs and all this. Did y'all see any? Did I miss them? Am I crazy? Or he'll probably say he has them disabled, right? Would that be like the grifter switch? Like, no, he has them disabled because he doesn't want to take any money. He doesn't want to take any money from his audience while at the same time just talking about shaking out the 1% and charging them $2,000. Do you think he would do that? No, not Iman.
have to go
Iman want to
through it.
do
You still
that.
have to go through a process, which, by the way, is like that's actually the most fun part of the whole journey. So,
Well, I appreciate you guys if you're coming from Iman's chat, which, you know, humble improv right here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Ideally, I talk about open conversations about finance, right? Because this should be an open and honest discussion, right? If you're in debt, we should be able to have a talk about it. If one of the largest content creators is making a lot of money, we should talk about it. If you're being scammed, if you feel wronged, we should have an open and honest conversation. One of my successful videos is talking about young men and how they have distrust in the current function and how they're looking into quick ways to make money, quick ways to get rich, gambling, investments, side hustles, meme stocks, the meme rally, the hype rally, that kind of stuff like that. So if you like this kind of content, don't forget to like, subscribe. You know how this works, right? But now that he's disclosed make money or how much money that he's charging, I truly don't know what he's going to do. Because listen, this switch, this flips everything. Because now it's just going to be extra fluff. Because I don't know about you guys, I'm really looking forward to day 5. Why not just disclose the price and milk day 5, building businesses, talking to people? It's 11 and Cape. Yeah, make an AI your super employee. What does that mean? What does any of this mean? This is just fluff at this point. This simple launch system. Why aren't you doing it now? They're just sitting here talking.
Yeah. So many
They're
people
just
are
doing a Q&A that no one asked for. That I would bet if they were put a poll in the chat, everyone would say, wrap it up. But wait, there's more. I'll double your offer. You order now, you double your offer. Free shipping. I don't know. It's so stupid. It's such a spit in the face. You would think more people would, I guess, I don't know, get watched and repeated so long that, like, obviously he's just cycling through a new audience. Like, all the time. All the time. But yeah, you pay $2,000 for my Chat GPT. It's better than Chat
confident in
GPT,
two
though.
things that have changed since the last time you set the assumption. One is technology has
I'm I'll pop in. I'll pop in tomorrow, same time, like the 7, because for me, so it'll be like 30 minutes after he goes live. I'll pop in, just something like this, because I didn't expect him to announce the $2,000 price tag. I expected him yapping. That's what he does, right? The gift of gab. But if you're someone who enjoys this style of commentary, I'll definitely stream tomorrow when he does this. Here's the thing. I'm really curious on what he's going to say. But like, there's no way you can making AI your super employee. There's no way you can make that interesting. I'll show you how to use AI to fully automate the best AI-powered business model of 26, even if you have no previous experience. Like, is he just going to show you how to use ChatGPT or his monetized ChatGPT? Like, is that what's going to happen? Because there's no way you can milk that. There's no way he can sit here and be like, we're going to just slow roll how to use AI. Because that's what it seems like. The simple launch system, how to start generating your money few days without ever showing your face. Can't you just do day 2 and 3 together? And no one's asking for Jason to talk. This has nothing to do with AI. Day 4 has nothing to do with AI. So I did a little video on WAP, and it was primarily using the platform was really weird. This is like right when I heard Iman bought it. I made a video on it talking about clipping, because the only 2 things really on the WAP's platform are clipping and like forex trading. Those are the top. It doesn't have much discovery, and the thing is, like, the clipping channel, the clipping pages, it was just upset editors because the clippers or the clipping like hosts admins didn't want to pay out. Right? And that's essentially what it was. Like it's just there better be. No, so here's the thing. When he talked about those guests, they're not going to be discussing anything specific. They're just going to be his personal testimonials. There's going to be his personal like puppets that like, look, this person was successful. Not disclosing how this person was already successful. Right? It's like getting, you know, Alex Hermosi to sign up to something and be like, look, this is my testimonial. He was successful before I even got him to sign up to, you know, what it's like school claiming that they made Alex, right? That's not how that works. Like, it's just like, look at my testimonial. Like, that's not how that works. No, he was successful before you. He signed on and partnered because you both have a brand and he's trying to get more money because that's all that seems like comes out of Iman's things is other gurus or sellers, right? There's no like someone who just has a business coming through. Yeah, this is just But yeah, I'll definitely do a quick pop in live stream tomorrow. Do the same thing. See what he's talking about. Because that's the best thing, right? As a small content creator in the financial commentary niche, I guess it would be like the best thing to talk about. The best comparison is that this is perfect. I'm going to be getting the spam emails from whoever he trains. Give it like a month. I'll be getting them, and they wash out, right? It is what it is. But I love seeing this, right? Because I love seeing like how the hell does that like have you ever gotten like a spam email and you're like, who's this person? Like, you know, how do you do this? How do you sleep at night kind of thing? But like this is how they got tricked into believing that this is a get rich easy process because he's talking about the whole like all you have to do is I'll do it for you. Done for you versus done with you versus give me $2,000 financing available.
Keeps working even when you don't realize that it's working. You connect those dots and then the breakthrough happens. Or brute force. I'm okay with brute force as well. Like if I'm starting off, if I have to feed my family, I will do whatever it takes.
Now, if we're talking about this and feeding our families, this is where step 1 of have a job comes into play. This should never be a Hail Mary, you're quitting your job. If you're watching Iman, I don't care who you are. This is like a Dave Ramsey take. This is a basic finance 101. Pay your bills. I don't care. There's no take of which that I would say follow a insecure high risk path. Like if you're following a non-secure path with high risk, you better be very clearly living in mom's basement with a full net. Right? Like that you should not be worrying about the next paycheck. But that's just my take. If you guys have another take, it is what it is. But let me see. There was something else that we had.
I will use model, of course. Like you don't want to be shadow operating for models. These are like this is a manual process that we actually have to go through. So that means that you can just hit the ground running. And what that means is like we're very blessed and very fortunate and worked very hard over the years that like I literally have a home gym, right? So like for me.
Oh my God, look at that. That was perfect timing. I swear I didn't plan for that, right? Now, he talked about having a home gym. Now, for those of you who don't know, he recently did a home tour with Ennis. Yeah, rich versus right. That's crazy. The whole value dishonesty there is. It's a terrible take, right? You have to understand that the brand that Iman. Now, I'm not gonna play all of this. This is crazy, right? But this is Ennis. He does home tours. And he recently did one. I'm guessing because Iman either had like some marketing push at the same time, right? This happened to be released like 1 month out. And that funnels to a podcast that they did, which funnels to more funneling, right? You always got to upsell. But he shows his car collection, which I'm going to ask you guys. Do you think he's driving a Honda? But I would also ask you, yeah, it's the Dubai flexing. Like, I think, I don't know who it was. This might have been, I don't know why I want to say Warren Buffett. I don't know why I want to say it, right? But he was like, in the conversation of like, why don't you live in like Puerto Rico? And he was like, why would I want to live in Puerto Rico when, you know, I can have all of the necessities and blah, blah, blah here and blah, blah, blah this. It's like, yeah, but, you know, you want to be paying taxes. He's like, you know, taxes aren't bad. And I could just be making more money here. So imagine, you know, like doubling your income and working in, you know, New York City and like, yeah, like that, like now I don't have to be isolated in the other side of the world. Like now I could be where the money is happening. But like, I don't know. You would think, right? But Ferrari, McLaren, I can't see the other cars in the background. You got a fucking Phantom. You got all of the, right? They're showing how much these are worth. You got a Porsche. You got a Mercedes. He has indoor living on the islands in Dubai and the Palm. He has all of this flexing. How do you think he paid for it? How do you think this was paid for? This was paid for through this funneling.
Me financially, if you want to know that.
He just left.
It's not
now it's just Jason.
how many courses we're going to sell or programs or packages. It's to get the most people to be successful on on WAP that we possibly can. Not from a feel-good perspective.
Can't even. It's like
from a financial perspective.
Imagine you just sign up for all of this, right? You give him your information, you give him everything, and you have no idea who Jason is.
Because WAP grows in valuation the more
I don't like. Do you guys know who Jason is? Like organically off of Iman's platform. Like not even seeing Iman's platform. Do y'all know who Jason is? Well, I mean that's what he does, right? He calls. No idea. Yeah, so it's like this one was a really weird like connection brand. This one because don't forget, Iman didn't slow roll him. Iman didn't make videos discussing with him. It is only in the video webinar series. That's all this is. It's like, so you would feel some level of dishonesty now because now you're seeing this and you're like, okay, but who's this guy? And let's be honest, Jason doesn't have this whole personal flex style, right? Like this, like you start the video off flexing Ferraris and McLarens. I don't know too much of Jason's brand, but it's not like Iman's flying private all the time, the best editors, which also, if you have $100 million and I'm living this close, I don't care where I am in the world. If I'm living this close to somebody, you didn't make it. I don't know. When I have to open up my blinds and I see your window, isn't that like the goal? And I'm thinking about it. Isn't that the goal to like, okay, I mean, shit, at least this over here. Like, can you give me some distance? I shouldn't smell what you're making for breakfast. That's all I'm saying. Like, there's like some that's like a personal standard of mine. I don't know. Like, I have expectations. He flew in from Los Angeles. That's all I know about this guy. He's here though. He's teaching us
products on WAP, or you have creators that you publish on WAP. So the number one goal of this workshop, which is insane, by the way, I don't think you even begin to understand the scope.
I mean, here's the thing. Like, I understand Dubai costs and all that stuff like that. But wouldn't you want more of like your own home? Right? Like when you get the realtor picture of this, you're seeing other homes in your home. You don't want that. You're worth, remember, let's actualize this. You're now worth $100 million. Hell, you don't have to live, because what I believe of the where he's at is still a commute to get out of the island, right? Out of the Palm. It's still a commute. So why not have a commute to somewhere more isolated? I don't know. I don't know. Are there better homes in Dubai? In that case, why Dubai? Is it simply just for the tax savings? Because in that case, isn't like everyone's goal like Puerto Rico or some other spot where they can get a better tax advantage, better home, better, at least, like, I don't know. Because I don't see him doing too many like Dubai parties. If anything, I see him doing more like at home content. Are the AI agents worth the cost though? I don't think so. I mean, if you want to buy Iman's course, Iman's cases, agents, AI, whatever the hell he wants to call it, just make sure you document your journey. Listen, that's all I'm going to ask of you. If you are making a video documenting your journey of you buying Iman's course, please let me know. Because I'm curious. I really am. Let's open an honest conversation, right?
How many moving parts there, nor would you ever need to. That's the number one goal from a financial perspective, because really there's not much margin left when you factor in the advertising and you factor in the overhead and you factor in the employee.
Yeah, Copilot, I think it's, I don't know if Microsoft increased the cost. It's been a while since I used Copilot for VS Code, but it was like $20. I mean, hell, at the beginning days it was free.
And you factor in the contractors and the expenses, and
and the thing is, like, it is networking with others if you live in Dubai, but I would imagine so many other people live, like, when you say networking with others, do you think the possibility of networking with others is better in Los Angeles, New York City, London, or is it only Dubai? Because from what I'm familiar with is that Iman's not like a partying, going out scene, and that's like what Dubai is for. But at that point, what do you, like, if you're talking business networking, unless you're networking with, I don't know, people from the Middle East, why wouldn't you network? He's from London. Is that not like one of the financial hubs of the world? Why not network in New York City? Why not? It's like you start asking questions. And if it's simply strictly for tax saving, is it worth it? I don't know.
Very high fee that it takes for me to be here, and you factor in the licensing on the software, and you factor in the
Hold on. There we go. What did Jason just say? God damn, the Freudian slip. It always happens. Just listen. I know I had him quiet. Listen.
Goal from a financial perspective, because really there's not much margin left when you factor in the advertising and you factor in the overhead and you factor in the employees and you factor in the contractors and the expenses and my very, very high fee that it takes.
They're talking about the financial benefits of Iman doing this, and he has no benefits out of helping people, factoring in my very high fee of being here. For those of you who don't know, Jason is a webinar funnel sales rep. That's what he does. This is what Jason does. He helps brands bring in people, sell them, get the idea. Jason, I'm very sure is running 50%, if not more, of what Iman's doing in the back end. Like, how are people not seeing this? Jason is only here to give Iman more money.
Takes for me to
Ta-da!
be here, and you factor in the licensing on the software, and you
Factoring the licensing on the software, does that not mean Iman doesn't own this? You only pay licensing for things that you don't own. Probably met him in Dubai from a workshop. No, I'm sure, they're in circles. They're all multimillionaires. They have networking. But I was just, saying, like, is Dubai the best place to network? I don't know. I don't see too much. But I'm curious now. How much do y'all think Jason got paid? Because if Iman's getting paid, Jason's definitely getting paid. All right. I made a video. I don't even know if I made a video on it. The estimates of Iman paying for consulting.com were anywhere from $5 to $7 million. I'm curious now. I'm curious. How much y'all think Jason got paid to run this?
a little bit more rep. Each time you get a little bit more confidence. And this is why it seems so hard to get to 10,000. And then all of a sudden getting to
the password, I think, what is that? What y'all were saying in the chat? It was execute. Yeah, it was like execute or something like that. But again, let me know. Is the fill in the blank worksheet that you guys get beneficial? Yeah, there you go. The password is execute. Like, let me know. Listen, at this point, I'm too cool for school. Y'all got this. Just please document your journey and tell me if it's beneficial for you. I want you to get so enlightened. I want you to make so much money through this that you're successful. All I ask for you to document that journey.
100,000 seems like a breeze. And so that's the number one goal that we have for you out of this workshop, is just to get one deal in place. Be a shadow operator for one person. If we can do that, then we will consider this a massive success because...
Okay. So I feel like you need to open the workbook. You guys got this. Listen, all right. I'm not going to waste your time the same way Iman's doing this. All right? I value you guys. I hope you're all successful. And more importantly, I hope you subscribe to the channel. All right, tomorrow we'll definitely do a live stream. Give me about an hour after your live streams. I'm not gonna sit around learning how to make AI my employee. Because if he teaches me how to use ChatGPT, I'm gonna be furious. All right, if he teaches me how to do all that. But as always, go forth, go enjoy the rest of your day. You clearly don't need anything else from day one. It's $2,000 and he's selling you something on it. Outside of that, go be rock stars. Peace.